this to go to. We in the building today just chilling. We got some guests in the building. We got Paris in the building. What's going on, Paris?
What's going on, man? I'm all right.
We got Charlotte in the building.
What's going on?
We got Nikki in the building.
What's up, FaceTime?
We just in here chilling tonight. Just, How y'all doing today?
We're doing good. Good to be here. Survived the monsoon of Tuesday. All the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wishing my peoples in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Good tidings. I'm from Leesville, Louisiana. So.
And then Baton Rouge is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like it's flooded past houses, like over house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, we want to send our prayers out to them and hope they all, everybody's good, and just remember those are materialistic items and don't die for them. Just let that go. They can all be replaced.
Yeah.
So, how y'all doing today? I mean, I seen the video.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here. Have the opportunity to just talk about what's going down in A-Leaf and put the video online or just reaching out for help, man. A-Leaf is my second home. I mean, I've been in A-Leaf since '86, never left, besides coming to college and then coming back on home. And my heart's always been to improve A-Leaf, so just reaching out to all the A-Leaf lovers out there for help. And the response was amazing. I mean, there's already been just over 3,000 views to the video the last time I looked, and countless people reached out saying that they can help, and so it's just been amazing. Been amazing.
I mean, I was watching the video and it was like, I know you've been on the show before and you spoke about just the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, at the end of the day, that still just baffles me. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you just look at it and you say, damn, like, you don't know really what people are going through. You'll see a kid and he'll go to school, he might be spazzing, but we don't even know he's homeless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and what I found out, man, some of the best students, not all of them, but some of the best students in the district are fighting homelessness, man. Some of the toughest, best students in the district are battling off and on homelessness. And then there's others, of course, that have attendance issues, things like that, because just they don't know where they are from day to day. But yeah, I mean, you never know what people are dealing with. You never know. We've actually encountered others, of course, that have, since the time we've been here, I've had the opportunity to interview several of the homeless kids. And just in interviewing them, man, it's been amazing to hear their input, to hear some of the things they've been saying, to hear some of the stuff that they go through from day to day. One of the questions we asked some of the homeless minors was, if you can have anything, something that you're not getting right now, what would you want? And we asked them, anything you wanted to help you out of your situation, what would you want? And out of the people we interviewed, 3/4 of the responses was someone to talk to. Now imagine we asked these kids, anything you want. They could have said money, they could have said a house, they could have said, my mama back or my daddy back, anything.
Yeah.
Their response, 3/4 of their responses were, I need someone to talk to about my problem. And that spoke volumes to me. Yeah, that's free. And that spoke volumes to me about the loneliness that these kids are going through, the suffering that they're going through. We need to get out and get inside these schools to mentor kids, the schools that are closest to you. Go back to the schools you came out of. Go back to Holland if you came out of there. Go back to Kilo. Go back to Albright. Go back in and mentor a lot of the kids. A lot of us go back and we're teaching in a lot of the schools that we came out of. I know a lot of my teammates from football are going back and teaching at some of the schools they came out of, And so we need to go back in and mentor, man, just talk to kids who are having problems.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I thought about being a teacher and I knew it wasn't gonna work for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's mainly because a lot of these kids are disrespectful. And sometimes you have to deal with them in a certain manner that is not acceptable to the school, because they don't understand where these kids come from.
Yeah.
I do a lot of volunteering at the YMCA, and I never applied there because I don't want to be restricted to your policies and your procedures. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. It's just saying, if I gotta take a kid into the bathroom and speak to him, I'm gonna do so. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to sit there and have you get mad at me. No, you know what I'm saying? You can't lie on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, he pushed me, he grabbed me. If I was an employee, you could fire me.
Yeah.
I'm not an employee. And if I'm telling you to leave, you need to leave.
Yeah.
You know, and I think some of these kids, they fought in the beginning because it was more or less like, I know it's like, you know, your parents can't whoop you, so you feel you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'll tell my kids all the time, I'll tear your hide up.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to call them, call them.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is what you have to deal with on this side. But you go on that side, it's not great. You share a room with like 14 other kids.
Mm-hmm.
You have a bunk bed, you don't have anything of your own.
Yeah.
And if you're not one of the toughest ones in there,
Yeah.
so if that's, I mean, I'm asking you to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
There, you're gonna have to live a whole different lifestyle. You're not gonna have new shoes. You're not gonna have a PlayStation. It's a lot of things you're not gonna have. And if they do have one, that PlayStation's going to 14 other kids.
Yeah.
So it's not yours.
Yeah.
So
what I found out, man, was as far as the mentoring thing goes, and I wanted to be a teacher and going to college, and I, you know, to switch tracks a little bit during my college years, but I always kept that track to go back. I had a desire to be with kids as far as teaching them or mentoring them. What I found out, man, was there's almost an age line. Man, I've mentored kids all the way from high school down to elementary. And my experience, I'm not sure if anyone else can testify to this, but my experience has been right about the 7th grade, these kids start turning into adults, man. I mean, right about 7th grade.
really, that 8th grade going into high school type thing,
Yeah.
they're finding that.
Man, right about that time, they find out life ain't easy, or they've been in a situation where they've experienced adult situation. I mean, I mentored some 7th graders last year, man. 2 of them were pregnant. 1 of them was raped by an uncle. I mean, these are adult things, man. And these kids are in adult. You can't tell them anything. And when I go inside schools, I ask the principals. I mean, that's just me. I specifically ask for the children that I want the kids with the write-ups. I want the kids that's been in SAC. I want the kids that have detentions. I want those kids. I don't want the kids who's upstanding, because they obviously have some stuff that they don't need me.
Yeah.
Give me the kids that's about to get kicked out of school. That's who I want. And so, you know, I'm only one person. I'm only doing 2 schools, but when I go in, you know, I get the 5 or 6 kids of each school that are just about to lose their ability to attend that school.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some success stories. I have some failures. You know, not every kid can be helped, unfortunately, by the way that the district has. But that's why what you're saying, I mean, what you're saying works. Sometimes I need to come out of the school to help a kid. You know, if I can get them where I'm not bound by these set of laws, or if I have the ability to grab a kid and say, look, have you thought about where you're going? Have you thought about what's going on? You're about to lose your freedom. You're about to be sent to a place where you're not going to be the biggest and the baddest, you know, that kind of thing. I can't do that inside of a school.
True. You can't speak to them in their language.
No, I can't. I have to be
professional.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys cut it out.
Yeah.
F you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just cut it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you was on a block, you know.
No, can't do it. Now, the way that you're doing it, that you can do that.
Yeah.
And there are kids where that will work. Absolutely, I can tell you right now.
Yeah,
that
I know
would
that.
work.
Like,
I can tell you that right now. That would work. You know. And so I've seen it, and I have successes, I have failures, and so A-Leaf right now, man, we have a huge lack of volunteers, man. We need volunteers in A-Leaf, and I say we because I'm A-Leaf.
Yeah.
You know, I am A-Leaf, and so, man, we need the volunteers, man. Big Donna's in the house. He
Mr.
came out from
Thuggins
A-Leaf.
himself.
Yeah.
Mr. Thuggins.
Yeah.
You say they want to charge. No. I ain't seen the rest of that video.
I was just trying to save the hood, man. That's it.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Yeah. And Big Donna, I mean, we played football together too, man. That's what I'm saying. A lot. I don't know, man. I was talking to I don't forget who I was talking to, but there seems to be a line, man. I don't know, right around about the 93 class, all the way up to about the 98 class of A-League. We doing stuff, man.
Yeah, there's a drop off.
After that 98 class, I don't see them. Where they at?
I told my brother the same
I don't
thing,
know what's going on.
at the A-Leaf alumni game, it's like a couple like Dante and them, if you wasn't kind of attached to that 98 class,
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Yeah,
so all the way you would.
Or if you weren't popular.
96, 97, 98.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah. I came out in '96, and I'm telling you, a lot of us, man, we doing stuff, man. That 90, like I said, about that '93 class, about that '98 class, the years in there, a lot of us still in the district, a lot of us still doing stuff maybe, but after that, at least that's what I've seen. A lot of after that, man, it's
Yeah,
a
I
huge
think that's
drop-off.
when A-League, we was at its peak,
Yeah,
at its climax. You know what I'm saying? 98, it was just like here,
yeah,
and then went. Because you think about it, after a year, we come back to school. I come back, they had a refurbished Hastings. I'm like, where all this money come from? Like,
Came from the dope.
yeah, okay, from the state keeping the money from
The playoff
games. Elsa was in the playoff. I want to say that year, but Shorten and went to what?
they went to the regional.
Yeah.
Regional.
yeah.
Basketball.
And
We
you
went
shit.
to the I went Woods and then went to I want to say they lost at U of H to Sharpstown.
And the
I mean not
girls,
Sharpstown, but North Shore.
the girl, you gotta, can we get the
Girls
girls basketball?
volleyball.
The girl, it was a girl basketball they went to state and correct me if I'm wrong, with like 96, 97 or something like that. That score Jamaica and played on.
Amal went to state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know what I mean? He finished what, second in the 200.
Yeah.
So it was like when A-League hit his peak. What?
Feeling static
Right.
in the mic.
Anyway, yeah, it feel like when A-League hit his peak, and because like I said, we thought we was leaving a legacy. It was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, man.
But we
okay.
took pride in our school. We took
Yeah.
pride in our
But
school.
at the same time, let's be real about it. Like I was telling Dunn, I was telling Dante that I was like, but let's be real about it. A-League never really had that community support, like to talk about. Cause when we was playing football, like, bro, we
was our support.
Yeah, we made our
Yeah.
own community, man. We made our own
Because even
community.
back in '93, I mean, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Like, we had a lot of problems with, like, Missouri City, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it was A-League. You know
I'm
what I'm
talking
saying?
about I'm talking about like at the football games, like how successful the programs were. The
yeah,
attendance at
That's
the
true.
games was not what it was supposed to be.
that's true.
Until
You know
like
what I'm saying?
the last 3 rounds of the playoff.
And it still wasn't that lot. We would have people traveling 4-5 hours away and were out packing stands more than we would.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because I know back in my, they were packed.
Bro,
Every game
remember
was packed.
it wasn't like it's supposed to be, bro. I remember when Elsie was what they had was the defense was the Blue Monster.
Mhm.
That when they played Willow Ridge that game, I remember going to that game. That game wasn't packed. Like if you go to a Yates game, like we were talking about, you go to a Yates game or you go to a Willow Ridge game or somebody like this. Got tradition. They should be trash.
But the
But-
alumni come
Yeah.
back. The
Yeah.
alumni
The
continue
alumni.
to
The
come back.
alumni come back in two. Yates, a lot of Yates look at sports as their out.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? A-League doesn't. A-League has kids in the program like, shit, they academic, they first, you know what I'm saying? Like, they go to A&M, like, they have them. It's just not sports. Sports is something that is there, but A-League is not built off of sports. Yates is built off of sports. You don't see too many people saying, yo, I'm first in my class, and I'm going to Harvard. Nah, it's like, shoot, I scored 23 points, 18 rebounds, 14 assists, and I'm gonna get to do. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So,
Yeah.
of course, the sports aspect is going to be more prevalent.
yeah.
And
Man, I remember when cats like Khalif from Elsa, Cleveland Hall.
Went to Rice.
Man, he went to Baylor. He came back.
He went to Rice.
we went to Baylor.
He went to Baylor. Khalif came back and started teaching at Hollow.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is now, but
He's in some school in Cape.
yeah, my sister had him for a teacher, you know. But he came back to Khalif and he's gone now. But he came back. We had a few others that.
That's like Charlie. Charlie started Howard.
Yeah.
Who is this over at Aubrey? She was at the game.
Oh, they could come. Yeah, what they got.
Zenobia.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's at Albright.
Yeah.
Tasha's at Elsie.
Hardeman, Cedric Hardeman, is that Taylor,
Yeah,
right?
Taylor, yeah.
Taylor, yeah.
It's a lot, I
We
mean,
got a lot coming back, man.
there's another Muhammad brother, he over here at O'Donnell.
Cause you had Khalid, and you had, was it Ishmael or one of them boys,
Yeah, one of them.
Ishmael was the older brother.
Okay.
and then Ishmael go to Rice? I thought one of them boys that went play there, right?
I don't think nobody went to Rice.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Nick went to Rice.
Oh,
When I was
Nick
class,
Sabola, yeah.
when I was class, I went to Rice.
yeah.
Sapula.
And then you got,
Nick Sapula?
Sabola.
Sabola, yeah.
He went to
I
Rice.
saw him the other day.
Yeah.
you know, I mean, people coming back to AU too.
Yeah.
We just had, I know you wasn't out at the picnic this weekend. Capo had a picnic over at Amity. Yeah, people, I mean, Trey True came through, Skip to My Lou was out there. You know, there was a couple of people came out there and just chilled and showed love, and I mean, that's what it is. It's like,
Exactly. But to me, it could have been live. It was a live look, but to be how big A-Leaf is, bro, we shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying?
And you speaking to the cat that deal with the hood on a regular, bro, like on the everyday, you just seen the video in the hood on a regular. I mean, that's just, I couldn't do nothing else, but I'm just that a hood nigga. I'm gonna be there till I probably die. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the main things that when the kids tell me, big bro, it's not enough for you. It's not enough for you coming back and reaching back and checking us when we wrong or listening to us or
we want to see you going through what we going
and we want to see you. Yo,
They say that.
I showed this cat the other night. Right now, I'm like in 4 different fantasy leagues. These kids was just ecstatic. They never played fantasy football a day in their life just to be a part of something, man. I say, check, whoever win the fantasy football league, I'm giving $100. Man, shit, I'm getting downloaded to my phone. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. People can say whatever they want about these kids, man. These kids are only gonna be as good as we are to them. That's simple as it. I don't want nobody to say.
Yes, sir.
I agree with that.
That's point.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they should have that desire to want more. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be right back. We're gonna let y'all listen to some music,
Gonna pay some bills, man.
pay some bills. And this is a quiet storm evening, man.
So when I go in the house, I don't know if y'all watch the videos. So I go in the house, not even 10 minutes. I go in the house to change the shoes and change my shirt. Little Cliff beating on my door. Boom, 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 boom. Like, what the hell is this beating on my door? Man, Mr. Dog, come get tired. You about to kill Chris. Oh, man. I get over there.
And Chris is the kid from down the way.
Yeah,
I thought he was off work.
he working, but still the same thing. So I get up, but no, he on some righteous shit. So they try to jump on him and Tiger because him and Tiger went and done shit they wasn't supposed to do. But they wasn't spoke about it. It was like shit, and y'all ain't got nothing to put in. Y'all ain't gonna smoke it. So one of them came with like, well, I bought the rapper. They gonna let me blow it. Like, nah, there I go, you bought the rapper. So, man. I'm like, man, let me calm these niggas down before these loud get over here. The rain and now you come back home, the black high. I mean, ain't not gonna worry about the black, but it's just no, man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all really tripping. Tiger in 950-150. Tiger calm down. It's gonna be all right, man. Sit down, man. It's gonna calm down, man. It's calm down. These youngsters want somebody to kill, man. That's it.
Man.
What does that mean?
5150.
Hotter than hot. Hotter than hot.
I was gonna ask, but it was like, I figured that's what it. I just
I
implied.
mean, I ain't gonna assume anything.
I used the context clues, but like it was.
That's what I did. I
something
did that.
angry.
I mean, I
I
like,
like, based on the context, it means something bad.
he's like,
And we gonna roll with that.
I don't know if he's talking about he about to murder this boy or like 5150, because if I hear it on the street, I need to know, are you getting a piece or we boxing it up? Where
That's
we
a
going?
valid point. I really need to know what that
I need to know what it is. I ain't gonna assume That's like 5150 your ass.
I
So what's
swear,
up?
I'm at the gas station. I
Oh,
go to the gas station. So I need to go to
When I
the
tell boys I stay in the
Cheap
loop,
gas.
man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what.
This shit ain't foreign to me, man. The hood is not foreign to me, man. It's not foreign to me, yo. Like I tell the manager, like I said, man, you gonna mess around and one of these kids gonna knock your ass out, man. It's the way you approach people, man. Yeah, you a dope, but it's just, you dumb motherfucker. How many people want to call somebody a dumb
I'm
motherfucker, man?
gonna be there too many
I ain't gonna be there too many times, man.
You
The
times. No, I ain't
mama,
gonna be there too
some
many
of these
times.
mamas not no better, man. It's just like right now, the village, the whole village need to be purged, man. The whole village, for real, the
you
whole,
say the whole village need to be purged. That means they need to be killed off.
when you purge, it's just a cleanse, man. The whole, well, let me choose some more word. The whole world, I need a cleanse, man. You need
But
a
you know,
live
we
and
were
clean.
talking about that. Like back in our day, you know what I'm saying? You do something wrong, neighbor next door gonna whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get home, you gonna whoop your ass too. You know what I'm saying? Now, oh, you said what to my child? Don't talk to
Or
my
at
child
least,
like that.
or
Yeah,
at least
it's
it was,
different.
I'ma tell your mom.
Yeah,
You might not
I'ma
got
tell
an
your
ass whooping, but it was like, you know, I'ma tell your mama, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even got that, cause now my baby ain't do that. You had to damn that show my fucking video. Then when you show them that,
They still don't
they
believe
got an
it.
attitude with you, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because
what
you
you
spoiled
call
their
it,
baby.
What you call my baby for?
I was like, look, I'll choke him out again. He out here being disrespectful. It's either me or the law.
It's gonna get better though, man.
Yeah, it is.
I remember you were crying.
I charged this kid up in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
He was going on. I slammed on the bleachers. And I said, yo, go get your daddy, go get your mama boyfriend, go get your uncle,
Yeah.
go get whoever, you know
If
it.
you had a man in your life, you wouldn't be doing
Yeah,
that.
that's what it was. His mom was like 60.
Wow.
So he thought he was tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we get out and he just sits there. Yeah, we back.
We back.
Story. And he sits there and he as soon as we get in front of the administrators, he wanna sit there and be like, oh, this is how you do? You let your employees touch the kids? I said, I don't work here.
Oh, what you want to know about that?
You know what I'm saying? I don't work here.
I volunteer.
Worst thing they can do is tell me, hey, you can't come back.
Some part, buddy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you taking time out of my schedule.
So,
Yeah.
you thought he-
I hit him with the big jump.
thought you had the fame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what it was. Thank you for tuning in. I forgot, we were shooting live and I shut y'all off on one
Hey,
to
man, if you go to the YouTube page, you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about
Go
getting
to the
shut up.
YouTube page, go to the YouTube page.
I appreciate all y'all subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe man up page, Star Radio page.
So, where was you at?
So yeah, so I want to talk about this, the shelter. So I think, look, in my opinion, man, look, I think 80's a sleeping giant. I think that we need something to rally around. I'm not saying that this is it. I'm saying that this could be one of the things.
Yeah, it's a starting point.
Yeah, it's a starting point because man, from what I've seen, anyone who I've talked to that is A-League, the people who bleed A-League, love A-League, anyone who I've spoken to about this, they've just got no fire for this idea. So what's going on is that out of all the homeless kids, there's just about 1,700 homeless kids in AB5SD. There's just over 50 of these kids are homeless and they're without their parents. So these are kids that don't have grandmama. They can't go to grandma and their uncle's not
So
there.
you saying it's only
Yeah.
15 out of the
50,
17?
50,
Oh, 50?
50 that we know about.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that we know about because there are kids that are homeless that have younger siblings. They don't want to report themselves because CPS will take them.
Mhm.
So they don't report.
Yeah.
My son Isaac, he's right out there in the lobby. You pass by Isaac right there. He plays basketball at the Y with kids, two of them that are 16. They got younger siblings, 9 and 8, each of them, and they slinging the cell to pay rent.
A-League water?
A-League Y. My son played basketball with him outside. You know how they have the basketball court.
Oh, outside, okay.
Yeah. So the 16-year-old, mom's incarcerated. Dad, unfortunately, dad's never been there. Mom is incarcerated. Neither one of the kids reported it to the apartment manager.
Hold on, Matt. Go ahead.
So the apartment manager, they just getting rent. But the boy over there slinging to pay it. Now that's a kid.
That's a man.
But
That's a man.
But I tell you, if he reports it to the office,
Mhm.
they're going to call CPS.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't.
Yeah,
And that's also why he hasn't reported it to the district. Obligated to report it. They're gonna pull his brother and sister.
Exactly.
So that's the reason why this shelter that is now gonna be built is so important. So what I've done, or what the Lord has allowed me to do, is we have agreements going on around everywhere. So this shelter is meant for the homeless children that are homeless without parents. Okay, so because the vast majority of them, they're experiencing homelessness with at least their mother. And another interesting statistic that I can share with the Man Up Show is, out of all the families experiencing homelessness, there's like 1% of those families that have men. The other 99% are without men. So, you know, what that tells, if you analyze the numbers, what that tells you is when you remove the men out of a population, you're going to have poverty, you're going to have homelessness, you're going to have issues. When the men are there,
it's a little different.
it's a little different. You got some stability. I'm not saying the women can't do it. I'm just saying this is what the numbers.
You got two people.
This is what the numbers are saying. You know, there needs to be a father there, at least a man there, you know, to support.
So
Anyway,
I guess my question is, what the shelter, what's gonna be the setup on?
okay, so here's the thing. So if you're familiar with A-Leaf, you know that there's this old abandoned golf course on Bissonnette and Cook.
Mhm.
Sugar Hill Golf Course, 140-acre golf course. So the owner of that golf course, Fisher Homes, has donated land to us, so that the shelter will be on that property. It's going to have enough room in it to house 64 kids.
Okay.
There's going to be single occupancy and triple occupancy rooms for those kids that have siblings, you know. So it's going to be located there. It's going to have 60. There's going to be a girls' floor and a boys' floor in that
They
shelter.
were looking for you, bro.
So,
They looking for you.
so there's going to be that on there. Okay, there's going to be a boys' girls' floor. There's going to be 24-hour staff. We're not going to have residential staff there. So there's going to be 2 floors. There's going to be, and we have an agreement now with CPS. We've been working with CPS diligently. If we get any child before they're 18, we can keep them until they're 23. So why that's important is because a lot of the kids have dreams to go to college. They need to be raised, but they go to college. Well, when you go to college, you stay at the dorm. Those dorms close during the summer. Where are you gonna go? So what we have the ability to do is, if you don't want to go to an HCC, you may want to go to U of H, sleep at the dorm. Well, during the summertime, that dorm's gonna close. You can come on back to the shelter.
And will they be coming back like to volunteer and kind of pass, basically give it forward?
Yeah.
Or will it just be like, they'll just be staying there whether they go to work or?
Well, it'll be both and. It'll be both and. I mean, they'll be there volunteering or getting volunteer hours or whatever the case may be, but they'll also have a place to stay at least during the summertime. Yeah. So that'll be there. There's going to be job opportunities. Looking at the numbers we're going to have, the shelter is going to create at least 23 jobs. At least 23 jobs. Yeah. Look, because the government says based on our number of kids, we have to have certain staffing levels. We have to have
certain number of people to
each
group of children.
Yeah. Then you got to have kitchen staff. Then you got to have custodial staff. We got to have
all night
security.
kitchen?
No, we'll be all night kitchen, but they'll be all night. Yeah.
There you go.
There'll be all day security. And what I told a couple of people who I know do security, I said, I want to keep this all A-Leaf. So as you listening, guys, you know, you got a security firm and you in A-Leaf, you know, in about 12 months, we're going to need a contract for 24-hour security. I want to keep this in-house. You know, I'm not interested in getting someone who lives in Jersey Village to come and monitor A-Leaf. No, I want to keep it in A-Leaf and in the family. You know, I love A-Leaf. So I want to help my family out. But the shelter's going to take about 12 to 18 months to build. We're trying to break ground in the next 3-4 months. So we're looking at about this time next year having it open, you know.
You have a couple of people online passing you their number at the end. I'll give you their number.
Okay.
You know, and they say how they can help.
All right, that's a bet. Yeah. So we have a couple of things happening right now. We
Inbox Nikki.
Inbox Nikki. What's your info, Nikki?
Nikki, my work is on Facebook. I don't do Twitter and Snapchat and all that. Oh, and I do have an email. Smith Nikia, NIKIA 1019@gmail.com.
You gonna tell them your Aquarius?
Yeah. So, so you know, when we start the program, I mean, look, this guy, the donor of the property, man, he's gung ho. This is a guy that's approaching, multi-millionaire level status. He's gun-ho with us. I mean, my wife and I have been to his house. We've met his family. We've been to his office. He's going to help us raise dollars on the corporate side. We're raising dollars on the community public side. So the money to build it is not going to be a problem.
Mhm.
So what we're asking for now is not only donate the money as far as GoFundMe and all that kind of stuff, which is what we're wrapping up now, but we're going to need volunteers to help kids. We're going to need people to come and do sports programming there, because we're going to have basketball court. There's going to be a small outdoor pavilion. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. And so we're going to need people to help do that, as well as people to help take these kids fishing.
Mentors, man.
Mentors, man. I can't believe there's a generation of kids that don't know how to bait a hook.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
true.
Like, how is that possible? That's one of the first things I learned before I could walk. I knew how to bait a hook. Kid, go fishing. I mean, my coming of age ceremony, my dad said, "All right, we gonna gut a deer." So we skinned them, gutted them, and all that. That was my thing.
They don't teach that on control.
I lived in the country though, so I grew up eating squirrel and all that kind of stuff. So I'm used to that. But anyway, so yeah, man, we're gonna need that kind of thing going on. And so these kids are really looking forward to it. Like I said, man, I've interviewed these children, especially a lot of the girls. A lot of the boys didn't want to be interviewed by me, but a lot of the girls are very open. I mean, you have girls that are homeless without their parents, and they'll let you know, yeah, I have to sell my body these many days a week just to pay this motel room. I'm living with my ex-boyfriend. He has another girlfriend, but I'm living there on his couch for sex 3 days a week. I mean, they telling me this kind of stuff.
And what's the age group?
These are 18 and under. These are kids 18 and under. 18, and they're telling me this. And as they're telling me this, I have to interview them with a district representative there because they're minors. So the district knows what's going on, but there's nothing that can be done. Which is why the district is so gun-ho behind it. A-Leaf ISD, man, they're so gun-ho behind it, man. We're gonna have their caseworkers are gonna be involved because these kids have caseworkers. They're gonna be involved in all of this because they want this to happen. And I believe this is going to be one of the things that's going to wake A-Leaf up. We just need something to rally behind. We need something, we need something to get up and say, this is it. This is what we're going to come home about.
And with that, we'll come right back.
All right.
We're about to go to break.
Going to break.
Pay some bills.
But you
And we'll
don't
be
play
right
out.
back with this
I'm down for whatever, man.
Yeah.
You need to be a mentor, though. For real, because them kids, I mean, from coming on the block, listening to somebody, you know what I'm saying, with a high education that ain't never been through the struggle, ain't never tried no money, ain't never, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't relate to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different. But somebody that's been there, they'll listen to somebody that's been through the struggle.
You know what I'm saying?
They catch all the time. They say, Mr. Dunn, you know too much. You ain't never been in the penitentiary. I said, I ain't never been in the penitentiary in my life. Like,
But the thing about it
the
is,
secret is to stay free.
he taught somebody now. By what?
What?
Tell them how
Tell him how you talk.
Oh.
You talk that boy
They
man.
flip that pack.
Hey, but then you gotta speak that language.
But that's how he taught
Yeah.
his boy fraction.
Yeah.
That's how you, I mean, you gotta reach these kids.
I told him, I said,
You have real crack?
not really. I said, if you divide these lines, if you got one line, you divide it in 4. How many? What is that? That's 4 fourths. All right. If I divide it in 6, what is that?
Oh, yeah. It's
So
a shame.
I taught him fractions using powder. It was baby powder, but it wasn't correct. But I said, this is math. This is how you do fractions. So if you have 1/8, what does that mean? Draw it for me in the line. And he took it and divided it in 8 pieces.
They said, this is what I need. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? That's going to cost
He
me
did it.
32.
He did it. They business people, man. They business
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
But when you put it in front of this piece of paper, and they don't, man, this ain't, I can't equate this to survival. I can't equate this to survival.
So, what a lot of things, when I talk to a lot of these kids where the dropout rate is so heavy in Sharpstown and Westbury right now, these kids don't want to fuck their start tests.
Yeah.
These kids tell you, man, I'm going to school and I can pass my regular courses. But this motherfucking test
They
is
don't know
still.
they got opt out of
And
that
it's
shit.
gonna stop me from walking.
They
That's
don't
gonna
know
be
they got
all I
opt out.
did for 12
They
years.
You can opt
You
out of
can opt
that.
out of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That it won't say, but
They ain't gonna tell you that.
Yeah, they don't
we
tell
don't
you
know
that.
because the parents ain't at the school, so don't nobody know. You know what I'm saying? We what we say? We die for not the lack of knowing.
Lack of knowledge.
But we don't know.
You got me. I promise you, I'm all the way down.
On the cool, like it was like when I went to talk to Coach Gerber before he retired. That's what they was like. We need the community, like you know what I'm saying? Like the district has stuff now that we dreamed of having when we was going to school.
They ain't doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
Nothing with it, man.
Yeah.
Cause we ain't no damn baseball team.
We
Well,
had
we
that.
did it, what?
Who played?
Oh, y'all may know. Who else got a baseball?
We- and
We
they-
don't know, but we had a baseball
I didn't know.
team, you know what I'm
Because
saying?
there's nobody support them. The white people.
See what I'm saying?
They even had a golf team.
Well, I sit back and I look at it, like, and I was riding down Bel Air the other day, and I said, I can remember on one side of the street, it was HEB, it was a program.
Yeah.
Right there,
Yeah.
Big Hope and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know they even no more.
Yeah.
It's changed.
Cause it's the, what is it, the international district or
Yeah,
something
that's-
that is,
What
and then
happened
half
is,
our streets is in Chinese.
for people that got a little money and
Yeah.
black folk fled before being, they
Yeah,
changed it because that was live.
The man bill,
It's
man,
early.
You got Stephen Lee trying to change A-League to Little Saigon.
Saigon,
Yeah, little
Yeah.
Saigon.
Man, you gotta get out of here with all that.
Yeah.
Man. You can't do that to A-League, man.
But he gonna do it because we ain't there.
Well, he got stopped. He got stopped.
They
But
stopped it.
I have a feeling he'll try to put it back. I have a feeling he'll try because he's in office 4 years, I think.
Mhm.
So that's what that need to be the goal, man. We need to take A-League back, bro.
See, what
Yeah.
we need to do is do like they do, man. Majority of the people over there is the people that own shit around there. What better way? Put one of our people in and push our ticket, man. We need to be called inside.
But we can,
That's what they do all the time. We just don't know what they doing.
We don't know what they do.
Because we don't want to vote because we don't believe in the system.
Yeah.
That's how you think. How you think they're doing what they're doing?
yeah.
Well,
I mean, you gotta look at it like this. We can get in office, but still, we still gotta be in the position to be able to do things once we're in office.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know who is the state representative? You know who that is? Ed Green. You know what color he is?
Black.
Your brother, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come
on, man.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, how many black businesses you got in?
Gee.
Hey,
Nah, man.
We come back.
We got a beauty supply store. I heard somebody ask them something, what a black
Oh,
owned
that's
beauty supply
one.
store. We got what?
Super extended version.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's that
we
loose.
gonna come back.
that's that loose.
Yeah. Let me finish this little piece right here. Man.
No, I think that was another song.
No, I'm
And
talking-
we're back. He had played the super extended version.
We in the quiet.
Trying to slow it down, but like,
Marco
Yeah,
Spoon
nah,
gonna walk
yeah.
I told you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all listen to rap all weekend.
Everybody out there close. They when you talk about the music center no more.
Yeah. That's why I let the camera roll.
Yeah.
They think, oh, they got one, oh, they gonna party.
Yeah, let me just say this, man. Look, we have monthly meetings with the district, the A-League Coalition for the Homeless. So every month we have a meeting. It's either in the A-League boardroom or it's inside Crum Stadium. They have these really nice executive boardrooms inside Crum Stadium.
Yeah.
The next meeting is inside Crum Stadium, August 26th, 11:30, room 205. Come if you can come, learn about what we're doing, learn about all the committees we have. We have a volunteer committee right now that we're trying to get ramped up because even though the shelter is not going to be open for 12 to 18 more months, we still have volunteer needs at certain schools. And so the volunteer committee is ramping that up. We're trying to get a hold of the school teachers. The principals. Every single school in A-League, every single one, there's not one school in A-League that doesn't have homeless kids enrolled. And so the goal now before the shelter opens is to try to get the volunteer committee in touch with the principals of the schools to see what the needs are for those children.
And build the relationship.
And build a relationship. Yeah. Because a lot of these principals, I mean, I don't want to make any sound bad, but a lot of the principals are not aware of who's in their school.
The bottom line is they stay in that office and you only see the. What's the truth? You only see the principal when you do something bad.
Yeah.
They don't even live in A-League.
Yeah. And they're busy. I understand they're busy, but I've spoken to principals, not many, honestly, not many principals. I've spoken to counselors and principals, but I asked them, you know how many homeless kids are in your school? No. And so I'll share it with them and things like that. But the goal now is to build those relationships so that when if you come to the school in the name of A-League Coalition for the Homeless, they know you're here to help my kids. For instance, A-Leaf Taylor has 104 homeless kids in that school. Just
That's a
Taylor.
high school.
It's a high school, yeah. Well, you know, you're 13 as a freshman, 15 as a freshman?
You're about
Yeah.
14, 15.
Yeah,
So,
so,
18,
yeah.
14.
yeah, Hastings has 102 homeless kids in the school. And
That's
so, you know,
206.
yeah.
But the highest number is in elementary.
No, that's the smallest. So the most number of kids is between 9th and 11th grade. The second is elementary. And
Yeah.
middle school is the third. But it's ravaging when you think
How
about
is
it.
that?
They're homeless. How is what?
No, I'm saying like this, that gap, which you would think it kind of grows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As it goes up. It's like there's less middle school kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. High school, middle school, elementary is the smallest.
Okay.
Yeah, elementary is the smallest
So
number.
they don't care about the little ones?
Yeah, no. And what happens?
I mean, I guess, how do an elementary child become homeless? I mean, how they provide for themselves?
Well, here's how it happens.
Grandmothers and.
Most of them with their mothers. The ones here, okay, let me say this. One of the girls I interviewed, and I'm not allowed to say names, but get at me privately, and I have her interview written down. I can show you her interview. But one of the girls I interviewed, she has been homeless, unaccompanied since 4th grade. 4th grade is on her record, it's documented. So that's, you know, how old are you in 4th grade? I don't know the age, but
4th grade, you're not.
you're not.
How the fuck?
4th grade, homeless since 4th grade. And I'm willing to bet she's not the only one. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the other kids, I mean, it doesn't matter what causes the homelessness. Honestly, there are kids that I interviewed in Elsik that are homeless because daddy's a drunk, he beats me, I ran away.
Yeah,
You know, okay, to me it don't matter. If you're
But I mean,
homeless,
at
I'm
the
helping.
4th grade, how you moving and grooving?
You survive, man.
You do what you have to do.
You'd be surprised, man. I mentored, I was at Cummings Elementary this year mentoring. And I mentored a young boy there in the 4th grade, lives in a park in 5th Ward with his mom. They live in the park.
Bro, think about it. Some of these kids walking around, the only reason why they're not homeless because the mom keep the housing.
Yeah.
But then you go in their house, that's all they got is a house. They learn how to eat, get a meal here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the only, they just
Hold on, might be staying with somebody.
And the only time they eat is at school. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so homelessness can be defined many ways. When you living on someone's floor, you know what I'm saying, and that's not considered your home, you know,
You're
you're
homeless.
considered
You're
homeless.
displaced.
Yeah.
it's
So
displaced.
A-Leaf defines homelessness by a standard called McKinney-Vento. So there's 5 levels of McKinney-Vento. McKinney-Vento says if you're sharing a home with someone, like what Nikki was telling me, if you're sleeping on someone's couch, you're homeless. That's like the easiest level. If you're sleeping at someone's house, if there's multiple families in a home, one of those families is homeless. And
it's a single family home.
yeah. And what statistics tell us is if there's more than one family in a home, it suffers in the kids' grades, it suffers in their intellectual growth, and it shows up in their testing. So, you know, you may have 2 or 3 families in the home and you say, I have a roof over my head, but you're being affected. And so McKinney-Vento qualifies that as homeless. The second level of homelessness is if you're living in motels or hotels weekly, you know, the weekly rate things, if you're doing that.
Yeah.
The third level is if you're in a car. You're sleeping in a car, you don't have a shelter, but you're in a car. Sleeping in different parking lots. We have someone
It's
else
homeless.
who's homeless. The 4th level is if you're in a shelter, which I know plenty of those. I was with one this weekend. I spent the weekend with a family I've been mentoring that attends Leastman, and they stay in one of the shelters. And so I mentored them. This individual has multiple kids, and so all of her kids are in the shelter with her, and spent the weekend with them just this past Saturday. And then the lowest level, which is the level that is the shelters for, is if you have no place. You're utterly desolate. You may have friends that may let you spend the night, but that's not every night. You know, not every day. You may out of a 7-day week, you may have 2 or 3 nights where a friend's mama says you can stay here, but that mama ain't gonna let you stay there every night. So you got to find a place every night. And so, you know, I've had kids sleep in my church. I've brought kids to my house. Andy out here, you know, we ended up adopting him since he was a junior. He just never left. We ended up taking him in, you know. And I call him my son now. I'm helping him get in college right now as we speak. So, you know, from just doing what we can do.
See, I actually have people that some nights they have spent out of the church.
Yeah, we've opened up our church.
I mean, I ain't gonna
You
lie.
know what? That's what the church is really.
Yeah.
Supposed to be for that, you know what I'm saying? And you got
But a lot
half
of
these
the
churches.
churches don't do
Yeah, it's
it.
about the money. You know what I'm saying? I give you big props for that because a lot of these churches, like, you can't even, now, all these men are paying their tithes and all this, but you can't open it for, what is the church supposed to be focused on?
Yeah.
For the good of the community.
Yeah, man, I sleep up on the floor with them. I get my sleeping bag. And if it's hot, you know, I turn the heat on. If it's cold, the AC. And I sleep in there with them, give them what they need. If they need food, we cook food. I have a church member that is Cajun and loves to cook. So if there's enough notice before I know they're coming, she cooks military style. Like she cooks enough for 100 people, even if there's only 3 people.
Give me the name of your church.
And then
Cook it up for other people.
our clothing,
Yeah, we got a clothing bank in the back. We emptied out one of our classrooms and turned it. It's about this big. That room's about this big. We turned it into a clothing bank. We got clothes and diapers and stuff. In the back.
What's the name of your church?
Agape Community Bible Church.
I like a shirt like this.
Yeah, right here on my shirt, Agape Community Bible Church. We are at the corner of Beechnut and Cook Road. And so we've been there 2 years. We're small but
Right
growing.
next to Pizza Hut.
Domino. Yeah, right next to Domino. Yeah, we running about 35 strong, but we growing and we doing big work. Big work, you know.
That'd be the churches.
I mean, they making more calls.
Yeah.
We in a hard slot.
Man, we doing big work. So, and it's been good, man. We since we got there, man, we've been able, like last year, the apartment fire on was it Derry Ashford and Bissonnette? The apartment fire, 80 families were left homeless, man. We had 67 people sleeping in our church for 4 days during that apartment fire. We canceled church services, we canceled Bible studies. Red Cross came through, the news came through, you know. And I was willing to do that. I wanted to do it. It wasn't nothing that no one approached me. Matter of fact, I drove to the apartment complex and asked them where are these families going. The apartment manager hadn't set nothing up. I said, well, my church is about 2 miles up. You know, I can start stacking chairs, just start sending them over. Red Cross heard word of it, and they started bringing cots over and stuff. So, you know, that was maybe June or July last year. I forget the date, but you know, right there in Derry Ashford. So, you know, we do stuff like that because it's needed, it's required, you know. So, you know, currently A-Leaf right now, there's no shelters in A-Leaf, none. So if you have a problem that the storm blows through and you lose your house, you're going either downtown to Richmond. You're either going downtown, you're going to Richmond, or you're going to Pasadena. There's no shelters
Well, you
anywhere.
better hope you got some money saved.
Yeah. Or hit a
But that's
hotel.
what some of our kids are that attend A-Leaf schools. They're in shelters downtown
Yeah.
and they're getting bused to A-Leaf schools.
Yeah.
That's why there's such a need for this.
I'm telling you, yo, that's so bizarre. You know how many kids stayed at my house? I mean, like on a regular, like
Mhm.
I never thought, like, why are you not going home?
Right.
I thought you just hanging out, man.
Not knowing, like,
You know what I'm saying?
Like, they ain't no home to go to.
Yeah.
I can't go home.
And there's signs you can tell, man. Like if you noticing a kid, man, that is at your house and you feed them dinner, and hey, Mr. I, you know, Mr. I, can I take the rest to go? You know, though that's a sign because if they don't finish the meal and they want to take it to go, chances are they're either saving it or they're taking it home because they got siblings at the house, or they're gonna give mama some food. You know, you'd be surprised, man. We have after school kids that come to our church once a week during the school year, and we feed them while they're there. Man, the first time I had them, and I noticed kids just taking the food, putting it in their bag. They wouldn't even eat it, put it in their bag. And I was like, man, that's so strange. And so I started pulling the kids aside, asking them questions. You know, why are you doing that? Well, I had school lunch, but my brother doesn't go to school. I'll take him some food. I said, you know what? We're gonna start buying double food. So our church started buying double food. You go ahead and eat and take this home to your brother. So we're on our 4th year now doing that, and we buy enough food for the kids we have, plus we give them food to take home. You know, because he's at the thing, but he's taking food home to mom or their brothers at the house. So those I learned that's a sign. If they don't finish their food, they want to take some food to go, they probably not gonna eat that night unless they take that home or someone at the house hasn't eaten.
They're gonna share.
They're gonna share it. So I'm telling you, man, like what Don said, man, these kids are not bad kids, man. They need someone to come into their experience with them and help them. These kids are not bad kids. I've been with them too much, man. They're not bad. These kids are
Man,
not
what is it that, I mean, on the pool, what is it we could do, man? I mean, it ain't, what is it that, I mean, do y'all have a day like on a Sunday or something, y'all just feed them as a family or?
That's it. We're working on that, man. Like, well, I mean, right now our church has an after-school program 1 day a week. This past year was on Thursday. I think it's gonna change change the day this year. It's up to the school. I'm not sure day. But currently, right now, man, I mean, it's just community based, man. I mean, that's why we're asking our volunteers, man. Each one teach one. Right now, while we're getting everything ramped up, man, get to your local school. Get to the school you're closest to. Volunteer, see how you can get in, or do what you're doing. You know, figure out what day that we're gonna have our thing on. Come out and help, or the church you attend. See if they have an after-school program for kids, something like that.
We having a meeting here tomorrow. I don't know if you tag, do we tag? Just an A-League,
Yeah.
A-League community leader meeting, man, and I think you should come through.
All right.
Tomorrow, at least at 7:30.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I got
I know
bouncing,
sure.
I got bouncing, but you know, I
We'll
can
keep you in the loop.
We'll
keep
keep it up.
me in the loop. Yeah.
And we also want to add you to, the Dirty South.
All right.
So it's a group base that we're part of.
Mhm.
And that way, a lot of the followers on here, you know, they can stay in tune and everything with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because they're active, so.
Yeah. One of the things I'm ramping up now too is, you know, because the kids are minors, A-Leaf is really protective over us knowing their identity because they're minors. And so CPS has regulations on that stuff. But here's one thing that we're able to do that I found out that's within the realm of the law is they can come to us. And once they get to us and form a relationship, then we can come to them at will. But they have to initiate it. So starting this school year, I'll be coordinating with the district to have dates planned ahead that the kids know this weekend, don't worry about your food, come to the church and eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be planned ahead. But then I'm doing that because once they come and we get their information, now I can contact you because the district didn't give me your information, you came to me.
So yeah,
So
but they was telling me so like when I went and asked, I was like, well, how can we? He was like, well, the district is so
yeah.
with information and
It's
they
protected.
so
Oh, they
tied.
protect them.
You got some wackos out there. You got some-
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got
I mean,
it.
it's for a reason. Like we talk about, stuff happens for a reason, but you just gotta know.
I mean, when if you doing some on the weekend, let us know, man.
All right, I will. Yeah, so we'll be playing with the district, man. So I have some dates planned ahead that I'm gonna share with the district when we're gonna be doing it for the homeless kids.
Mhm.
And once the district approves those dates and gets it stamped and everything, I'll let you guys know. We'll do it a couple of times this year. Well, more than a couple. We'll do it probably once or twice a month.
Well, I mean, even if you feed these kids, feed these parents one good meal, I mean,
Bro, what we say? You can feed a pot of red beans,
about a red bean,
Oh, yeah.
right?
and some chicken. You know what I'm saying? Look, man,
Yeah.
hey, it don't take much, man.
Mhm.
Some cornbread.
Matter of fact, I got some red beans I need to bust over and do something too right now.
Yeah, don't take much, man. Don't take much at all.
Yeah, I got some red beans I gotta do something too right now. So when y'all do something, let me know.
Yeah.
I just gonna buy the beans, say, Patty, I'll bring these beans up there. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you this, man. One of the kids I mentored at Cummings, man. I'm finna cry, man. One of the kids I was mentoring 6 kids at Cummings, all boys. And in elementary school, the kids have these graduation things, 5th grade graduation, 4th grade, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they got these concerts where they sing. And on those days, they cancel anything mentoring, anything, they cancel them because the kids have the concert or whatever, So I found out just through the course of me, I had been with these kids all year, so they knew we were very familiar with each other, and they knew I wasn't gonna come because they canceled the mentor. But I had gotten approval from the principal to come. So man, I think I told you the story. I walk in and they're singing on the stage. These 5 boys singing. They see me walk in, and man, in the middle of them singing, man, they jump off the stage, come to me, start hugging me. All the teachers, who is this cat hugging on there on the hook?
Yeah.
Why are these kids running to this man, hugging on this man? And that's Pastor Pansy, that kind of thing. And one of the boys, man, I'm not gonna say his name, but one of the boys starts telling me, I wish you were my dad. He doesn't have a dad in his life. Can I call you dad? And all this kind of thing. Man. I'm trying to hold back my tears. I'm emotional, man. So if y'all don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
When it comes to the kids.
yeah. Now here's what I'm trying to say. I spent one day a week, an hour of that day for the whole school year. I was very consistent. That's one of these kids. I remember the first time I went and met the kids when I was leaving. 3 of the 5 boys asked me, "You're not coming back, are you?" I was like, "Oh man, that's the question you asked." Yeah, I'm coming back. All right, we'll see. So I come back next week. You came back. Second week I'm leaving. you know, you gonna come back next week? Yeah, I'm coming back. So after the first 2 months of me being consistent, you know, man, their change in behavior just from me being consistent. I mean, they went from kids that didn't listen to kids like, all right, what you got for us today, Pastor Pierce? You know, we want to listen today. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just for me showing, I'm coming. I'm gonna be here. I'm coming. That kind of thing. And so, man, look, and you know, that was kids in 4th grade. You know, so it's needed, man. And out of the 5 kids I had, 2 of them were experiencing homelessness, and the other 3 were experiencing behavior issues. By the time we finished that school year, 2 of the kids, the 2 kids that were experiencing homelessness, you know, were still experiencing homelessness, but had went from being on the level of being withheld to now they passed for experiencing behavior problems, not homelessness, behavior problems, got recommended in conduct just that fast. You know, I mean, it took the whole school year.
Yeah. I mean, but progress is gonna take a while.
It's gonna take progress. I mean, and you know, that's 1 hour. So I mean, you know, if you have a job where you're off one of the days of the week, and just take an hour, man, go to one of these schools.
Let me know when,
You know?
because I can take off an hour.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, go to one of these schools, man. And I would suggest, just based on my experience, that I would suggest middle school. Don't go past 7th grade, because in my experience, man, I wasn't able to handle past 7th grade. These kids, man, they adults past 7th grade, man. I mean, that's just me. Unless you're ready for that, unless you can handle it. You probably can do it. You probably can do it. You probably can do it. But man, I couldn't do it, man. I'm a tough guy. I was raised in the military home, but I mean, they ate me alive when I tried. They ate me alive. Them 8th grade kids, I couldn't do it.
What was your biggest obstacle?
They're adults, man. Those 8th graders, man, they knew life. They knew, like how Don was talking about the 55 code, whatever code it was. They was talking that language, man. They was talking that language, and I'm like, man, my head was going like this. And you know, deep.
Are they about to jump me?
Man,
150 points.
yeah. You know, in that year, I was at Youngblood. So that's 6th grade, 5th and 6th grade, or 6th and 7th, whatever. I was at Youngblood. And so maybe that's 7th grade at Young. I forget what grade it was, but I was at Youngblood.
Yeah, Youngblood is I think
It's intermediate. So I was at Youngblood, and I had 11 kids there, 5 boys and 6 girls. And the 5 boys, man, they ate my lunch. The girls were okay, but the 5 boys ate my lunch, man.
You should have used the girls to get the boys right.
I ended up doing that. But we had some successes there, man. I stopped the suicide.
Yeah.
Got recommended by the counselor. Stopped the suicide. I stopped a girl was cutting. She had a thing for taking pin caps and sharpening them on the cement at recess. She was cutting herself all on her arms. Just cutting herself. Stop that. Stop the kid from going to shooting up the school. The kid was getting bullied, and he came to me and asked me. He said, "You think God would?" He said, "You think God would let me go to heaven if I shut up my bullies?" I said, "Come here, son. Let me talk to you."
So show me your bullies. And we'll take care.
Yeah. I said, "Come here." And I called him. I called him son. I said, "Come here, son. Let me talk to you. What's going on in your life? First of all, I want to let you know I care about you." And I just went through that process with him. He ended up not doing it. I said, "Now look, I have to tell your counselor we had this talk, but I'm gonna make sure nothing happens to you." And nothing happened because I gave him my word that nothing happened. But we stopped that from happening. But then on the flip side, you have the kid that said, I'm a sell up. That's who I am. I'm selling. I said, man, you in 8th grade, you in 6th grade, or whatever Youngblood is. I said, man, look, man, you got your whole life ahead of you. What you gonna do this for? My brother did it. He's successful. I'm doing it. Just that the kind of mindset that's like, look, I'm already experiencing this stuff, man.
Yeah, because they don't see another avenue.
Yeah. See, with them, you just have to plant the seed and let them go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you with him for that hour.
Yeah.
He living. His brother with him, you know what I'm saying? So all you do is, hey man, I'm gonna show you another way.
Yeah.
Because it might come a time you might need these tools on you.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I had one of them 6th graders, and for those kids, since they can read and write really well, I spent an hour with them. 20 minutes of that hour, I would make them journal. And what science tells us, if you can write, chances are if you can get what's in your heart on paper, you can solve issues. Yeah, you can solve mental issues a lot better. So I would make them journal. And one of the things I was making them journal is, what's stopping you from your future? What obstacles do you have? Journal about it. We'll talk about it. And one of the girls didn't write. I said, why are you not gonna write? She said, oh, nothing's stopping me from my future. I said, well, what do you want to be? She said, man, I want to be a side piece.
Oh dear.
I said, baby, hold on. I said,
so
no.
I'm already there.
Man, look here. I said, baby, wait. What? and this is one of the first times I heard us. I didn't know what a side piece was. I knew a side chick, all that kind of stuff. But I never heard that word. Just like 55 or whatever Don just said.
51.
51.
Whatever.
51. I'm saying.
Whatever. You know. So I said, wait a minute, a side piece. She said, yeah, I want to be a side piece. She said, my mama's a side piece. She got a Mercedes, got a house. And I said, what? I want to be like her. And that was like, whoa, hold on. I said, baby, you want to be a man's side piece? Yeah, get it.
I guess my thing.
So how do I was like, how do I talk her out of that? There was nothing. I literally had zero.
But see, that's when you like, look,
Is there any way you can talk to the parents in this situation?
But she may not.
They want you to talk to the parents in this situation?
Her mama see him when she see him, don't when she don't.
Yeah.
Mama leading her to believe that, yo,
Yeah.
I'm the boss.
Yeah.
When she's not.
So what you mentor, you can mentor the kids, but there's no interaction with the parents.
No, unless the parents initiate, but no, I can't ever.
But if you reach that kid good enough, that parent will come seek you.
Yeah, and that's happened.
That parent will come seek you. I want to know.
who telling you all this?
You know,
Yeah.
it's not a negative thing. They just want to see people who's feeding their child.
That's happened.
You know what I'm saying? And they like, well, 9 times out of 10, they probably ain't used to a man being there for them.
Yeah.
So let alone, why are you so interested in my child?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, that's happened. I've not had any bad experience with parents yet. I haven't had not one bad experience yet. I'm not saying it won't come, but not yet. I've had nothing but good. Parents will call, man, what did you tell my son? He over here acting like a saint. You know.
So I told him life is worth living.
Yeah. I've had parents reach out to me on Facebook. All my son talk about is Pastor Paris is. I hope Pastor Paris coming. Like, and I've had parents reach out to me. I just want to know who you are because all my son talk about is you.
Yeah, they get
You know, he don't even talk about his daddy no more like that. I'm like, whoa, that's not what I'm trying to do.
No, that's the daddy fault.
You know, that's
Exactly.
That's the daddy fault.
Yeah.
And I tell anybody anytime.
Yeah.
No man can come into my son's life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My son gonna forget about me.
No.
My son went to AAU practice. And he do something. He look at me. Coach asked him, "Why you keep looking at your dad?" My daddy always there. He coached me.
Yeah.
You good, son?
You good? Yeah, man.
You know, so I mean,
So, you know, we got a website about to go live. CFH.org. It's about to go live in the next week or so. So keep your eye out for that. When it goes live, we'll make another announcement or we'll put something out so you guys know it's gonna go live. Keep your eyes up for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you join that group, the Dirty South,
Alright.
you could post in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll just, I think it's a certain day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mondays.
Yeah, I think it's a certain day you post things in there. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an active group, so.
I'll post it in there. Gwen, what, Gwen? I know you watch.
Yeah, Gwen watching.
All right.
We're gonna put the church address and everything
Yeah,
up
she
there
was
with the phone number.
and everything.
All right. I see it. All right.
We're
When
gonna
is
go
the
to break.
boss?
Yeah.
About to go to break, man. We'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, I really want to be a part of this right here.
Yeah, man.
We really need you.
Yeah, man. What do you
all
tell that
y'all.
girl, man?
Huh?
I was stuck.
What
I had
did
nothing
you
to tell her.
tell
I had nothing to tell her. I said, but baby, I said, there's got to be something better. She said, why am I going to go to school? I got a man that'll pay for it. Why am I going to get a degree? I got a man. She had every
And
response.
he asked him, what do
Everything I said.
you do when he leaves? Or what do you do when he gets out of you?
I didn't ask her that, but I guess I could have asked her.
He go home to his wife. See, that's what we was talking
No,
about.
he go home to his wife.
What do you do
You
when
don't know what your mama doing to keep this man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
what you
saying?
do
Whatever
when you feel
he
like
say.
you don't feel like paying your bills to keep your
Yeah.
lifestyle up?
Yeah.
You know what
See,
I'm
I
saying?
didn't think about that. I
You know what I'm
could. I
Because
should
you
have
ain't,
asked her that.
you know what I'm saying?
But I was so dumbfounded by that. I was so dumbfounded. Her goal in life was to be a side piece. I was like, man, how do I?
Fucking side piece.
Right.
That was her goal in life, man. And then
She can reach it though.
And
It's not too hard.
you gotta find a man that's gonna be able to do that.
Man.
Your mama just look. You can tell your mama just hit the lottery right quick. You know what I'm saying? And then that ain't promised. Like
And then, all right, if you say your mama drive a Lexus or a Cadillac or whatever it is that bitch a dinosaur? Is it up to date?
She said it's a man.
What Benz? Shit.
But you gotta look at it like this too.
you be like Sinead did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still all in her eyes, it's far.
Okay.
yeah.
It's far.
Imagine that.
You know what? I had a girl come to our after school program, And the after school program we have is different than the mentoring thing I do in school. It's after school. Man, we had a 5th grade girl. We asked her what she wanted to do, and we asked the kids. We try to get them thinking about their future. We asked her what she wanted to do. She said she just wants to have a lot of babies. She said, I want different babies' daddies. This girl
Why?
in
Because
5th
you know,
No,
grade.
child support is the wage.
Grade.
that ain't no guarantee wage.
But that's the gamble. Because you know what?
That is the gamble.
As long as he works, he's going to pay.
Yeah. She said, I want different
As
babies'
long-
daddies. That's what she said, man. Yeah.
If he works and get a check, he can work and get cash and don't.
But you know what? Count. Because they're going to lock that
You
thing
better
down.
not have
I'm
nothing. You
saying-
better not have nothing.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I know they can't get no driver's license.
You got to live like a foreigner.
However,
Underground.
Oh,
some
yeah.
of these women, like he's saying,
Yeah.
all want to have multiple children. So I know I'm gonna get $1,500 in food stamps. I know I can go get on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? Housing gonna pay for this, that, and the other.
And you know what?
Then, you know
Those
what I'm saying?
systems-
Then I get a tanner check. I
Yeah.
can buy me some bundles. These are people goals in
Yeah.
life.
But you know what's bad
They're
about that?
achievable.
You know what's bad about all that stuff? Those systems tell you can't have a man in the house.
Yeah.
But that's what
They
deserves.
tell you that.
So what they do?
That's
They
crazy.
go and when they know
That's
the
crazy.
caseworker finna come over,
They
I need you to get up all your
Yeah.
stuff up out of here and put it in the car
But you-
until she comes
that is-
to her house.
that
and
is
then you
so-
come back.
That's a bullshit.
That's so
You know what I'm
destabilizing,
saying?
man. That's destabilizing everything. We gotta have the men in the society, man. We have to have them.
That's why you become a side piece. I mean, I ain't even got.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't living there.
You want Section 8? I ate that little girl lunch, man, for real.
But I guarantee you, I put money on it. She probably would have had an answer for everything you would have said.
Oh yeah.
How old is she?
5.
5th grade. Well, the one I
Right.
was
I said,
All
right. Well, 5th grade is what?
Fifth grade, I was like,
She
10,
need to be smacked.
10 or 11.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that they easy to break, man. You just talk.
No, they not.
You was sponge, bro. You
Listen,
was sponge.
John,
you have to realize this. You watching
new age.
You watching the mama. And when the mama lets you know she's a side piece,
Yeah.
oh shit. My son can't tell you nothing about me. My dad go to work and my dad's single. You know what I'm saying? Side piece.
Yeah.
That means she's having too much verbal
She saw
conversation
it.
with her daughter.
Yeah.
And
She
you
knew.
know.
She knew what her mama was doing. She
Well,
saw
that-
it.
When we was growing up, you couldn't even be in adult conversation.
No,
Oh,
That's
now
the
you,
same.
now you are the adult conversation. Junior, come tell him what Miss Betty was doing to Mr. Rogers over there in the corner.
Yeah, check this out, man. The kid I told you I was with this weekend, he's the 3rd generation homeless kid, man. His mama in the shelter and his grandmama in the shelter, and they all been homeless. I asked him, I said, how long y'all been homeless? And they said grandmama was homeless. The mama was homeless, and now he's homeless. 3rd generation down,
So
man.
nobody,
Because that's the only way they know how to live.
nobody,
So that's all they can teach.
Yeah.
nobody
Okay, so
wanna
let's
know.
talk about, you said we ain't gonna say no names. The family that you and I both know, she has 10 kids, and they live in a shelter.
I'm trying not to tell her, Boulay. Don't tell her that.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't say that.
She need to be arrested.
But you give it
You
the
give too many,
description.
yeah.
You give it a description.
She has 10, yeah, I know 3 people with 10 kids,
Okay.
They need to be
Live in the
arrested.
shelter.
All right.
and she
I was
lives in a
with them
shelter.
this weekend.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? However, you know what I'm saying? She has older children too that could get jobs.
Wait, this outside the tent?
No, this is within the tent. They could get jobs.
8 of them are in the shelter.
But still live. She still allows them to live with her, and they get evicted from the apartments and this, that, and the other because of they out there selling dope and hanging out in lodges.
Yeah.
This is the reason she's in the situation she's in.
They play that game. You know, there's
She
a
need to
game.
become a parent, though. She need to be a fucking parent.
She should have been a parent on 3rd child.
Yeah.
I'm homeless. I don't need to be giving out any coochie.
Go get snipped.
Yeah.
Get these something tied up.
Because if you're homeless and you got 10 kids, there's a problem.
Your welfare game is
It ain't even a child support game. Even if you had 10 guys giving you $100 a month, that's a grand.
like, if you got 10 kids, your welfare game.
Your welfare
If
game.
you got 10 kids and you homeless, your pussy ain't as good as you think it is.
No, obviously it's kind of good.
No, it ain't.
No.
You got 10 kids.
Somebody be to scoop you up right now.
No, they just don't want to deal with the 10 kids. That's too much back.
Y'all came into a conversation. And it's like somebody had 10 kids and homeless, and we've come to some conclusions. Number one,
They sleeping with the wrong dude.
your coochie ain't fire. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no home. Number two,
And you got this
your
one.
welfare game is trash. How you ain't getting no EBT? You ain't getting nothing.
No,
With
man.
10 kids?
No.
No nothing. No housing, nothing. You think they put you on the top of the list?
She should be killing during taxes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got no
You
child,
ain't-
what you
you
gonna
ain't
find?
saying no kids.
But see, that's what
Your
I'm saying.
hustle
That's
is
the
trash.
game. Look,
Your
look,
hustle
look.
trash.
Let me tell you it again. First of all, you guys that love ladies, let me tell you something that's happening in A-Leaf, all right? There's this thing going on in A-Leaf where there are foreigners coming in A-Leaf and buying these apartment complexes. All right, let me tell you what's going on, okay? These foreigners are coming in and buying these apartments, and the first thing they do is they will evict all the black folk. It don't matter if they missed their rent. It don't matter if they've been the best tenant. The first thing
Some of the places you don't want to live in.
come on, man, I'm telling you. The first thing they're gonna do is start sending out an eviction notice. It don't matter if you paid on time every month. The first thing they do when they buy that complex is they run background checks on all their tenants. And if you have a record, you're out. It don't matter if you've been there 10 years. I'm starting to fight for these people, and they're not even members of my church. And to me, it don't matter because I'm a pastor of my community, not just my church. And so I'm starting to fight for these people. I'm like, you got evicted for what?
Say, and on
You
the
know.
food, that's what we need. We need to know what these apartment complexes is.
Yeah.
We need to put them on blast.
Put them on blast, man.
That's our
Put them on
job.
blast.
You know what they are. They got yellow paint.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be up there, the camera, they be live style radio.
Yeah.
Why are you getting out of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Check it out, man. You know the old mint. It's not called the mint no more. It's called
Rodeo Square? No, it ain't
it's
Rodeo
called something
Square.
else now. But they were the first ones to do it, man. The Asian folk bought that complex. The first thing they did was they started evicting black families. Whether you had a record and they started evicting black families.
But that was the first
Everybody.
apartment they used to help
They
homeless
started,
kids.
man, they started
They
evicting.
used to
They
help
started
homeless
evicting.
kids.
And to my knowledge, there's 3 notorious complexes in A-Leaf doing it. To my knowledge, there might be more.
What's the name?
I know the old mint.
For nine.
Hey,
Here
what's
we
the
go.
name?
And the one on if you go down on Cook and Bissonnette, the one at the corner, I don't know the name of it. I know where it is.
Cooking business on the corner.
Oh, Arbor. Yeah, that is the Arbor. Right behind you.
No, I'm at Cook and Beach Nut.
Okay.
If you go down Cook and
You
Bissonnette,
talking about on the left behind that corner store?
yeah.
Yeah. I know.
They're one, and I don't remember the name of the third one. I'll get it to you. There's 3 that I know of. And,
Y'all protesting, that's the shit
my
you need to
church member,
protest.
check this out, man. My church member's mother, Toya's mom. Toya's mother lived in this complex 3 years. Perfect tenant, never missed a payment. Got an eviction notice, said that they no longer wanted her lease. No longer
How
wanted
is
her lease.
that?
How can you do that?
I don't know how it's legal, but by the time I found out about it, she moved out. I
Yeah,
said,
that's
no,
not legal.
you supposed to tell your pastor, because your
Before.
pastor will come in and I'll cause a ruckus. You be there rent free. You know,
But-
I had to stay there rent free. You know,
That was that Asian congressman.
you know. I don't know if it's legal or not, honestly. I don't know. But she got a letter on her door, and I saw the letter. We will not be renewing your lease. You had,
Well, yeah, they can.
Well, they had the right not to
They
renew.
got the right not to renew.
but there was no grounds. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There was no grounds to not renew it. She was a perfect tenant, paid every month, never missed a payment, never had noise of nothing.
She probably was getting that rent cheaper than what they're doing now. At least
I don't know.
But I'm gonna tell you how to get some money in a minute.
So, but
I think.
But now that I said, let me tell you the game that's going on. So tax season's in January. The people are getting their checks, and I just know this because I'm dealing with the families that are doing it. They get their tax check February, you know, whatever it is, right? What they do is they go around these apartments that have the move-in special, and people know once I move in, I'm there at least 60 to 90 days because all I gotta do is pay first last month. You can't evict me for 90 days. I'm in.
Yeah, 3 months.
I'm in, and I've only paid 2 months rent, first and last month rent. They'll never pay another payment, and then I can fight in court for another 30 days. I'm in for 120 days now.
Fuck that.
I'm saying it's a game. They
Use
play
my
this game,
friend.
and the only reason I know is because the families that are doing it, once they get evicted, are coming to the church for help. And I'm saying, well, how did you stay in the apartment so long?
How about
So then they tell me what they're doing. They
you
go to
got
the
the
apartments
tax
with this
money
money.
and paid a couple months rent while you
Come on,
got
man. I'm
money.
trying to
Cause they
say,
got
Well, no,
got bundles.
You can't get the
You
Jordan.
realize that?
you can't get the George, you
They
can't
got
get
the
the Xbox One.
bundles and
You
you
don't
know
have
what I'm
your-
saying?
You don't have no place to live, but
telling me you got an income tax ticket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The babies can come, but your grown ass niggas going on single parent. You know what I'm saying? Bring the babies, let them. But see, now you need to say your ass on.
But see, that's another reason why, you know, we did the shelter just for the minors. You know, your mama got to find her own way, you know, whatever it is. But these kids, to me, they're victims.
Can they sleep outside?
They're victims. No, they can't sleep outside. But
They're camping for
They
a
cut
living.
the grass over
Yeah.
there, you know what I'm saying?
But
You know,
see,
put your tent out there.
No,
Here's
because
the
like,
thing.
you don't have private security for these kids to get to school,
Yeah.
where you going,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a whole
and
different
here's the
setup.
thing,
I
man.
was
Look,
really joking.
there needs to be something going on with that teaches our people how to spend, man. What happened 70 years ago? We had Black Wall Street, or 80, or however long it was ago. We had Black Wall Street, where the dollar stayed in the community. What was it? 33 times. It stayed in Black Wall Street. You know, all of a sudden now,
Well,
yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden here it is now with
It was that and it was fear.
and fear. Yeah. Now all of a sudden you have we have proven that we can build strong Black communities. Black Wall Street, Rosewood, all those things. Now all of a sudden you have foreigners coming in telling, dude, these foreigners will get to America and say, where's the closest Black neighborhood? Because all I got to do is sell some hair and they're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You know, well, we got Don right here that's doing it, but they
I
gonna
wanna say
go
right
to
now,
Don's store.
Don gonna have the Egyptian.
But let me
They're
tell you
not gonna go
something
to
right
Don's
now.
store.
Lazy.
They gonna go to their store.
Let me
You know
tell
what
you
I'm
right
saying?
now.
I don't understand, but we've proven we can do it.
I'm gonna tell you right now though.
Why would we do it?
That hustle hurting them right now. Believe it or not,
Mhm.
because it's hurting my family right now. We having to revamp and do some things. I mean, 'cause we never really just no big have brain. We never really just no big hair distributor. Right now, you got so many independent people selling hair. They can go online or they can go on
They go online or
Island Derby or whatever that place is, and they can buy this just as cheap as they can buy it out the store. So they hurting right there.
It's straight from India. That's what shit comes from.
Yeah.
you looking at
And when I feel these
the
churches, I'm working as a team. We want to work a lot with you. Right now, we just got to develop some things for our people.
Mhm.
You know, we can talk about stuff till we blue in the face, but let's just sit and just say, Patrick, you start right there with that one piece of property. The way your church at, you may just want to go to the landlord one day and say, man, when this come available, let me get this. Now let's figure out how we can come together as a whole. Now let's open up a Black grocery store.
Yeah.
Or grocery store.
Infrastructure.
You
Infrastructure.
know what I'm saying? You got to go see the things that we need. You know what I'm saying?
The gas station.
A gas station. Let's go open up these things that we need. Employ our kind.
Yeah.
Employ these kids that's there.
But see, man, look, we gotta have accountability, man. So, you know, when all this stuff went down, where all these people were depositing their money in Unity Bank,
Yeah.
you know, I loved it. But here's what I hated. Now, I'm not saying this didn't happen, but here's what I hated that I didn't see. What I didn't see that I wanted to see was Unity Bank sending people in the community saying, now here's how you spend this money.
Yeah.
I didn't. Now it may have happened. I don't know about
I
it.
didn't see it.
But what I didn't see that I should have seen was, man, Unity Bank, they just got millions of customers overnight, but they didn't send no one back in the community and say, now here's how you invest this. Here's how you don't buy the Jordans today, so you can have them next year and it won't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do it.
What the minority loans said. That's my way to see it.
But that ain't working.
What the business
But you know, even with
That's my
these loans,
way.
your credit got to be a certain kind of way. He just told you what they doing. You done fucked off your rental history on trying to hustle an apartment complex. First, let's pay where we lay our head. Let's get this credit right first. Now, I mean, you gonna put your money wherever the hell you want to put your money in. But if your credit fucked up, your credit gonna be fucked up with Unity. They're gonna be messed up with Chase. They're gonna be messed up with Fargo.
And all that small bank.
Oh, they doing it. So man, look here, man. We got people. I mean, I you know, there's ways, man. I got a young man I'm mentoring right now. Just jacked his grandmama up, dog. Got messed up credit history. Convinced his grandmama to sign for the apartment, but he's living there. Bailed out of the apartment. Now they after the grandmama for the money. You know, and it's happening. I'm assuming because he's on the case.
Everybody got a cousin like that.
I'm assuming that, you know, these old grandmamas that love their grandchildren are probably ruining themselves behind.
Yeah.
I love my grandbaby so much. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not
But
like
see, if your mama not gonna do it,
Yeah.
don't come to me. But see, when these grandparents need to understand me and say, man,
That ain't your business.
you're not gonna fix
No.
what you messed up with your son or your daughter through your grandbaby.
That's
You
right.
can't.
That's what grand-
But you're doing it the wrong
But
way.
you're doing it
But
the
they
wrong
never
way.
do it right.
You know what I'm
But you think
saying?
about this. Most parents, they're hard on their children. The grandkids come around, they super lax.
Yeah.
You feel like you regret it because you was hard on your, hell no. You was hard on your child for a reason.
Yeah.
And that needs to be reciprocated on your grandchild
Yeah.
so that it continues.
At the same time though, bro, it's a balance of life. You know what I'm saying? Mama, that's my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I am supposed to be on your butt. Grandma, you supposed to go to grandma. They're not let it be when you running crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, grandma still knocked the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying?
But not
You know what I'm
anymore,
saying?
not no
You know
more.
what I'm saying? But you know why?
Grandma
Before we say
25.
grandma, boom, there you go. Grandma, daughter,
Grandma 25. Grandma
Ain't no
25.
more big mama.
Grandma 30 years old now.
Grandma 35.
I'm gonna get my baby them doors.
The daughter, the grandma 35. You know what I'm saying?
Daughter
The daughter, what?
17.
No, the daughter 20.
You know what I'm saying? 15.
Yeah, it's a bunch of work we gotta do, man.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of work we
We gotta
gotta
do a
do.
lot of work, man. We gotta get Unity Bank. Like I said, man, there needs to be accountability. Unity
what are you
Bank.
doing?
I want to know, did they send people back? Did they send people in to say, look, man, you deposited all this money. Here's how
That's
to
the question
spend
we
it.
need to go ask.
Here's how to
I
spend it.
give a
They got
shout out to
committed.
Slim Thug.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he the
Slim
one.
Thug has a construction company
Yeah.
that he builds homes
That's
In
a good
Acres
catch.
Home.
in Acres Home somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they were
I
saying
work
they was
on
trying to see if Unity Bank
We're gonna start matching.
would be approving.
Yeah.
He's building these homes to approve people, you know what I'm saying, to live in them.
Yeah.
You know, so
And see, that's the kind of stuff that needs to happen, man.
Exactly.
we trying to see if it's just talk or if
Yeah.
it's-
You gotta put y'all money over there. My thing is, that's what I always said. It ain't about black or white. We live in 80. We grew up in 80. We grew up in a melting pot. So,
Yeah.
so I don't care about the color.
African.
It's you're gonna help the community.
Yeah.
If Chase Bank, if we gonna all go make a group of pilot Chase Bank and they gonna fund what we wanna do as a business, hey, I'm cool with Chase Bank because Unity Bank, like you said, we fund our money. Then, when it comes to putting it back, no, we don't.
But Unity Bank ain't in 80.
I'm just
No, I'm just
saying.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, period. And we gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, but we got black bankers in the league though. We got, I mean, there may not be a black owned bank, but I know of two that are bankers at like a Chase.
They still got the
They
white
black.
law.
But
They do.
They need to follow.
speaking of banks though, and this whole little shotgun crap, man, and I'm tripping, and I hadn't said this. Now, it was one day I was trying to get some money at the ATM. I'm on Bissonnette. All the ATMs on Bissonnette, no money. There people riding around them like nobody can get no money. I said, I'm gonna get some money there. Going right down here on corporate and bad
At the chain.
at the Chase.
You know why there was no money there? Because it was this and that. Payday, and they gonna pulled out. They made it. It was a hot
Early
spot.
in the morning, I was there. I think I was there late evening.
No, they was like, give me 300.
Yeah.
Did you do that 300?
Yeah.
Give me 300. Give me
You
400.
better go get some tape. You better go stone. But baby mama is here. Put me back on my feet. You know what I'm saying?
But right now, I'm on the cool. The way I look at it, man, A-League was up for the taking, man. It ain't just for no. I done been riding around the city just trying to see where you can do anything in it. It's just like, yeah, some nationalities got a little bit more than us, but right now, A-League was the second.
Every.
Yeah, except us.
Yeah, every nationality got more than us.
That's why, but I mean,
We
shit,
got, again,
we distracted, bro.
on this competition, on this
But you know
false sense of
what?
competition.
It's that, but that's how we would, that's how it was structured. That's how everything was planned out. You know what I'm saying? Just like Hidden Colors, they showed you, they got a group of black kids together, y'all fight. So now you don't see no unity. We can just say the hell with it and just get this food. But no, we gotta fight for the last one to survive to get this food. You know what I'm saying? It's the mentality that was embedded in us. So it's going to take more, like it ain't gonna be overnight. Like we have to understand how we have to do it, and it gotta be some damn trickery in it. To be honest with you, there has to be trickery in it.
You know, I think too, with that, but it's a more subtle thing than going back that far. We assimilated, and we try to assimilate ourselves into society, right? When segregation
To be accepted by
to be
them.
accepted. So we start playing by their rules, and thinking because okay, now it's integration and everything is cool. Like
now one of them.
Exactly, you fighting to be in part of their civilization that they never really wanted to accept you anyway, but they just made it look cool. We'll let you be over here. You know what I'm saying? And then we lost that. Now we accept it. And then you know what I'm saying? Now they will sprinkle a little color. We'll let you make it this far. We'll let you do this. But and we were like, well, I can get this instead of one baby. Well, I can do it. Why you niggas ain't did it? Nah, bro, it's part of the plan. This is how well he can do it. And now and we left. We abandoned our Black Wall Street because now we can go shop at Macy's. Now we can go to Marshalls.
Now, I think that had a lot to do with fear, because those business owners, they could have built back up, but you can't build back up because you're scared you're going to be taken down again. Then you got that, but then you got these business owners who then brought up. It was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to help you buy. And they're like, oh, thank you, man. Thank you. And he only did that so he can get his hands in the pocket. Now, you can't just do what you want with this. You can't. You know what I'm saying? So we got to realize it's way bigger than just what we see. We got to read between the lines and understand that, yo, if we are truly going to try to fix this problem, and we got to come together with the Black woman. You know what I'm saying? And put all the BS aside. You know what I'm saying? They got to stop looking at it like you said, how the hell you had 10 kids? You don't know goddamn job. I'm still dumbfounded.
No, how are you homeless with 10 kids?
But you don't have a job.
One of them will get your
You
house.
can't work because you can't afford daycare.
One of them
Started thinking you had 10 kids.
One of them will get you housing, nigga. One.
I'm just giving y'all the
You
story.
not pull out a phone.
For my brothers and sisters that like to read, I'm an avid reader. I believe in it. My dad made me do it when I was a kid, so it just stuck with me. There's a book here called The Negro in America. It was written in the 30s, and I love old books because old books seem to tell more truth than these new books do. Just in my opinion. It was here's what it looks like. If y'all can see that.
On a roll.
Yeah, Honor Rose. It's not his book. He
rewrote it.
He rewrote it. It was originally written by Gunnar Myrdal, and what it is, it's a British researcher. He wanted to figure out why does America treat their Black population so much worse than the rest of the world. Why in America are they lynching Black folk? You know, now the Black person is the only color of skin that you can go anywhere in the world and you're hated by somebody. Anywhere in the world, anywhere, the Black skin is hated, even amongst our own people.
But that's because we've been brainwashed.
But this guy Gunnar did some research here in the 30s, and he said, you know, there's a problem in America, and I want to figure out why. Well, in the book, there's a couple of chapters. There is a chapter on how there's a systematic thing in place that causes the Black mindset, what we call the Black mindset. And that is, there's a system in place that makes us think, if I can buy what you can buy,
I'm equal to you.
I'm equal to you.
And
that's why I agree with my brother right here about the desegregation. Now, look, I believe in desegregation. I believe that we should all be equal and all that. But where it hurt us was, instead of saying, well, you know, my school is good and strong, we had awesome Black teachers leave that school and go teach at the white school. Now, I'm not saying I'm not a separatist, but it hurt because the Black families that couldn't leave, who's going to teach that class now? Now you got second-rate teachers come in and teach that class, and now you have 50 years later, you got illiterate kids coming up through the schools now that can't read, can't write, especially in urban centers. You got Detroit, all of Detroit now. These kids can't pass tests. These kids can't read and write. You know, you have Philadelphia that was bombed. You know, y'all know about the bomb they dropped in Philadelphia. All that kind of, you know, when all this desegregation stuff happened, they wanted to prove, and maybe rightfully so. I mean, it's hard for me to think like our ancestors, our forefathers thought back in that day.
no.
But you know, in an effort to prove that I can now go buy a house in your neighborhood, they left. Instead of staying, they should have stayed and built it there. Yeah. That's why I love you guys that don't know about Black Wall Street, man. Read about this stuff, man. That Black Wall Street was the envy of the country, man.
They were so envy. They destroyed.
They had running water.
Yeah.
inside toilet.
It
Like,
was the man. You could have told them desegregation. They'd be like, well, "We fine right here. We don't need to leave."
And that's
You
why
know.
they did it.
and that,
Come on, man. Rosewood was the same way out in
Exactly.
Florida. Same
Yep.
thing.
but like you were saying, like, for as the mindset, it's a systematic,
It's a
it's a
system.
system in place to keep you thinking something else. Like I was just saying something about how the Civil War thing was really wasn't about to say, like they were saying like black people really liberated themselves through the Gullah Wars, but they make you think it's
false.
It was Indian Wars, but it was really black people escaping and going to Florida. They were telling you, oh, if they make you believe everybody ran to Canada. And it was like, no, it was some Gullah Wars. It was black revolts that was happening throughout the South. And what was happening was the Union would come down here and they would retreat into the swamps and they would start killing them. You know what I'm saying? And they would take heavy casualties, but they would say, oh yeah, we won this battle.
Yeah.
And go back because perception is everything. So it's like, that's why Abraham Lincoln, all that shit, they knew that we was gonna free ourselves anyway. So like, you know what, that's just to make it
Make it look like we allowed them.
Yeah, and that was the Civil War was all about. It was like, nah, that's what we're really about. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know it, then again, too, if you teaching these kids, black kids, all he was a slave. All you don't know, you got 1 month of Black history, and then all you know about the 5 Rosa Parks, Malcolm Luther King, you better you get Malcolm get a paragraph.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And nobody talk about Medgar Evers no more.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's mentioned in that file.
Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey.
It's a post on Facebook say it's sad I learned more about Black history on Facebook than I ever learned in the classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's their point.
And they killed Garvey, man. They assassinated that man and Medgar Evers. That man, if Garvey had his way, man, Black Wall Street would have been in every city.
Yeah.
Every major
It can still be in every city.
We got one in Texas.
Yeah.
Those little place outside Dallas.
That's outside
Oh, really?
Dallas.
We got clean black people. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't know about
Oh man, what's the name of that place? They high school, they football team pretty good too. It's crazy.
I forgot the name of it, but they did
Is it
DeSoto,
DeSoto, Texas?
Yeah, DeSoto,
What's it
Texas.
called? DeSoto, Texas. Yeah.
Black people.
Man, everything.
Charlotte really, you know what I'm saying, is a chocolate city. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's happening. It's just, I think, well, like you said, 80s was a sleeping giant.
It's
It's sleeping giants all over this country. And you know what I'm saying? Now these youngsters got this spirit in them that they ready to rebel, and it's up to us like that. Okay, y'all got this energy. Let's not burn up nothing. Let's rebel this way. This what our parents did. We with y'all. I ain't with that march.
Yeah.
Let's start spending our money, start funding our money back to our community. Because to me, the worst thing I can ever do to my son, to either one of my sons, is send him out in this world looking for a job when I could have created something for him to give to him.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's the worst crime. How you gonna beg for equality when this man know you got to come to him for a job?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all you doing is begging.
But why them Asians ain't going to jail? Why they ain't getting mass incarcerated?
But
You think mom and papa got the stove? Yeah. They ain't got to go out here. You know what I'm saying? They got businesses. You know what I mean? That they working. And they grew up.
But look at it from this perspective. The black culture is the only culture that gets condemned when you start talking about unity.
Yes.
White people come together.
Yes.
White people come together and nobody says nothing. Asians come together, nobody says anything. Indians come together, nobody says anything. As soon as you start talking about getting black people to focus on black people, not saying, forget the rest of the world. We just gotta focus on us.
Oh, it's a problem.
Oh, it's a problem. Y'all prejudiced, y'all racist, y'all this. You know what? We gotta do that to bring the division.
Here's why. And I like to be careful when I say this because, it's radical. But the American dream that our states sell to foreign countries
White America.
no.
It's assimilation.
It's telling the foreigners coming into our country, you can have the American dream, but it's based on our dollars. When that Indian immigrant comes to this country, he's gonna set up his business in one of our neighborhoods. When the Asian person comes to America, they're gonna set up their business in one of our neighborhoods. They're gonna set up their nail salons in our black neighborhood and live the American dream in our dollar. So when the African American population says, you know what, let's spend our money on black business. the United States can no longer sell the American dream to the world, saying come to America, because who's gonna buy there when I'm gonna give my money to Don? I'm not gonna go over there. I'm gonna give it to Don and all the other.
They can't stop us from doing it. It'll be,
You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden,
they can't stop us from doing it.
all of a sudden now you have, if we stop giving the money
Yeah.
to the world,
Mhm.
the world's we have a problem. No one's gonna come here to live the dream because they're not getting our money. It's here. So
American dream always on the black man.
yeah, it's always been on our back, always. And so now, that's why that problem isn't existing. Every time we want to bring unity, they want to stop it because they know if we stop funneling our money to them, it's over.
But it's once we realize
Yeah.
that, they know that,
Who said the trend?
we do,
Who really says Louis Vuitton is cool?
we do.
Yeah.
Who really says this is cool?
And make a song about it. Who made Tom
I
Ford rich?
want you to go check right quick.
You know?
Check this out right quick. I want to go see how much the Lada's Mercedes sedan cost in 1989. Go do it like every 10 years and watch how the price drastically changed to now.
Yeah.
Go do the price on the BMW
About
and the
30,000,
Mercedes-Benz.
about 30, 20,000.
We wanted, there was like we had to get there.
Yeah.
But
I
now,
didn't text so much for
but now look who in the commercials. Who driving? Look, think about it. Every time a new car come out, who driving?
Yeah.
Who they got in it?
Well,
Something cool. Something, you know what I'm saying?
you can have this too.
You cool.
Man, please. I'm gonna tell you, I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. A motherfucking Toyota or a brand new Honda run just as smooth
Mhm.
as a brand new Mercedes-Benz.
Just as bro.
Just as
We
smooth.
gotta get out of this. Like Paris said, we got in this thing. What I can buy makes me equal or better than you.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I say, and we got caught up in this slave. I know people that's going to work and you can't retire because I got a new car.
Yeah.
Bro, you just getting a new job, yeah, you making a little money, but now you want to go buy this car, $500 car note. Why?
Why? Yeah.
Why? You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
gotta look the part.
bro, I got 2 cars. I got slips for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got, you know what I'm saying? People, you buy a foreign car and you not thinking, say, bro, did you think about the maintenance on that car?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think about the oil change, the brake change? Let that engine like come on.
Mhm.
You know, did you think about all this? That high ass insurance.
They said an
But
oil
you looking
change on
good.
the man. Like $100-something.
On my sister BMW is $90.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
I learned how to change my own damn
right.
But it's thing that we gotta teach each other, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we sit and you look at it. And you ask ourselves, man, go do the research on some of these people, man. I go back and do my research all the way from Chimichang. How did Chimichang come to America and just take over Houston?
Mm.
We had French's was already here.
They tore Fifth Ward up.
French's was already here. Chimichang came there, you want to get 10 wings, a bucket of rice, and nothing. That's what we did.
Woo!
250.
But
But the big competitor with the big wings, the whole wing. Not the
That was
wing.
still on there, too.
You know what I'm saying? The whole wing.
damn.
We got those on.
We
I
went
got
to,
those before that.
we went from, all right, we supporting this. You should look at it, man. We was getting money. Houston was getting money. The black
We still get
people was getting money. The black people were getting money. But it's like we just fell back and say, fuck, I'm gonna break bread with this one right here. I'm gonna break bread with that one right there. But I'm gonna break bread with everybody. Let me go sit and do your research on it. Watkins grocery store was a black owned grocery store. Asians, boy, they feel like, why can't we gotta sit and feel that we
Why
can do
so?
You probably
this? Want me to tell you why they sold it? And it got to the point where I say, hey, look, we're gonna give families credit that's gonna come through here.
What?
I'm gonna give you credit. You ain't got the money this week. For the families that don't have food stamps, we'll give Big Mama credit. But shit, Big Mama done died. We ain't gotta worry about it. Your business, you keep taking this $100 here, this $200, and the person to come get groceries from you throughout the period of a month. And you sit and you look at it and say, man, if you keep taking a $2,500 L here, a $3,000 L here, you can't continue to do the same. Look, so let me stop while I'm ahead. I'm gonna send it to the Asians. And
What you should have did was use that while you flipped it and took it as donation on your taxes and got money on it.
Yeah, that's
You know what
not,
I'm saying?
You could have took it as business.
Yeah, you take it as a business loss.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
We have businesses and we have no business intellect.
yeah, we don't.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with doing the credit thing, but you have to make sure you
See, I
getting
know how-
paid
know
on the
how to
way.
count out
But
the
you,
loss.
but you gotta understand at the time this
Yeah.
went on, this was like the 80s,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what he said. Like, we not knocking what you saying, but he's saying that now we got to be smarter with what
Then
we're
I
doing.
said, oh, well, shoot, they put a big old Fiesta down, so I'm little old rocket. I'm gonna be able to compete with them. You know, it's just some
Yeah.
stuff we gotta stop being afraid of. Like,
But then they got that food truck that you can use your food stamps on, and if you ain't got no money food stamp for, they'll take it from next
they'll
month.
take it from next
Yeah,
month. It's
yeah,
already,
yeah.
it's all,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you buy
it's
a
already,
steak,
there's a card already on.
you know what I'm saying?
There's
You
a
call it.
card already on what you got, 1-5. And you can't call a report it stolen. Or whatever. I forgot it some kind of way around.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they gonna get
They
their
gonna get their
money all
money.
the time. Soon as
Wow.
it drop.
So go on get those steaks and all
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
But see, that's why they don't want us to unite. Look how many businesses y'all just mentioned is off of our dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on our dollar. I mean, it's crazy. I was talking to it happened to be some Korean families about 3 months ago, and they happen to have families in New York. They had a family, auntie and uncle in Philadelphia and everything like that.
All of them.
I asked them. I said, well, what businesses? Because their business here, you know, I can't say the name because of what they mean to us, but they have a business really close to us. But they have families in other states, and what do? Where are they set up? And both in New York and in Philly, they set up in black neighborhoods
Do the
selling
same thing.
our culture. They're selling us our hair. They're selling us our
That's
stuff. You know,
everybody. I mean,
all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow, that's. So when they got here, I asked when they got here, what was the goal? To open up a business. Okay, was their goal to open up the business in a black neighborhood? She didn't say yes,
but she ain't saying
but
no.
she ain't say no. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Because if you talk about who I think you're talking about, they all go to one major distributor right around the corner from you.
And they get
Say, look, you be here for a certain amount of time, you can go work at their warehouse. All right, now we're gonna put you on. Man, this shit so quick, I can give you some game on some shit.
It's not crooked.
Yeah, it's crooked. It's all the way crooked.
They
No,
taking care of their people.
It's all the way crooked though, bro. It's all the way, that ain't no taking care of your people. That's a uneven playing field. Because if my money is the same money to come break bread with you, bro, if you're doing business in the United States of America, it shouldn't be a price or what they call a platinum customer, a gold customer, and a silver customer. If quote unquote the silver customer is breaking more bread than you with the platinum customer, it's something wrong there, man. It's something fucking wrong there. You can't tell me it's not, bro. But what we gotta do is a community, we gotta sit back, see, people wanna sit back, well, you can't say this. We gotta start addressing these people firsthand. Because I tell people all the time, say, man, don't come spend money with me because I'm black. Come spend money because I give you a fucking good service. It's because it's a difference. I don't want your money. I don't want you feeling like you're doing me some kind of pity. We've been doing this 30-some fucking years. Thank you for your service, but come do business because I gave you a good service. When you go on these young stores, these motherfuckers, they ain't down, don't keep doing down, and follow around the store, and you gonna go get them mass dollars. Y'all the ones going back and telling them, say Big Durham them got half in it. Y'all know how to get this. We gotta come together. I look at the black community from a whole different eyes than everybody, bro. I look at it. Until we cleanse ourselves and want more and want better, this shit gonna continue to happen, man.
And
It's
yeah,
gonna continue to
definitely.
happen.
But let me ask you this. The same place they get it, where they get it from?
They get it from a major distributor.
A major distributor.
Yeah.
And they get it for the low.
It's owned by them. The major distributor. I don't know if this is what we talking about. I'm gonna say some fucking names. I don't give a fuck. Big Beauty Supply is the major distributor in Houston. It's right there on Horsedale. The guy that owns it, his name is Dave.
American name.
It's American name with his uncle. His uncle is the business started. He cut business with everybody, but he moved to Baltimore. He moved to Baltimore, and I'm gonna run the Baltimore location. I'm gonna service Baltimore, Philly, and all that. So David got him, like, shit, I'm a big H talent, I'm gonna do this like I wanna do it. So what David will come do is, we're gonna give our order today. Give our order today. All the other black music black will get their order today. So what David start doing is, I start doing the research. God damn. For shades number one, they order this. I'm gonna watch their order for a whole year. Oh, okay. I know what they selling. Say, Lily, you no longer work in the warehouse. I put you, I front you a store. I go put you a store together for damn near $80,000 worth of inventory. You pay me a certain amount of money on these until you clear this balance. But you still gotta pay you still gotta pay some of the shit. You responsible for all this. And now you put all these motherfuckers around us. We try to duck and dodge. I was sitting looking at what, goddamn, if y'all going down the sidewalk for me, we all order from the same people. How you can sell this shit for $2.99 and I gotta sell it for $4.99? Low key, they got a black girl working there because the black girl was like, fuck it, I'm gonna come work for y'all with that EEOC shit. You can't just employ your people. You gotta have, and this is Stephanie got one black girl work there. You think I'm bullshit, go check it out. Her name was Rashawn. There's one black girl work there. She come tell me, she said, "Dog, look at this bullshit." She said, "It's the platinum price, it's the silver price, it's the gold price." She said, "Y'all buying damn near as a silver customer, y'all buying more and better than the gold customer. Look how they still doing you, trying to force us out. They make me appear higher on paper." You know what I'm saying? So now you get to the point where business get hard for everybody. So now who you gonna show love to, bitch? Because we all right. So what my parents start doing was say, fuck it. We don't just go through y'all. We'll go as a small distributor. We just order what we need and we'll fight y'all like this. So what we got to do is black people got to sit down and understand and say, man, if we gonna come set up something, we got the blueprint. Follow us. We not gonna fuck you. Yeah, you may want to run your business like this, but go understand what a franchise is. You go operate on the Popeyes, you want to that's your money, but you want to operate how Popeyes tell you to operate.
You don't look at that. That's
the same thing. Go do your research. They got damn near Beauty Empire is one of the major beauty suppliers.
That's one time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they all over.
They
got like about 22 of them.
Yeah.
Their organization. We buy together. So ain't no way I can fade no. The company gonna tell you, say, man, if you go right there, they'll call you back. Say, man, if you can order 500 boxes of bread, I'm gonna give it to you right there at $1. The regular price is damn near $1.89. It's 22 stores.
So you gonna be
Plus the 500 boxes down between 22 stores ain't hard. I can't get the same. When I'm gonna have 500 boxes sitting on these whole bill, the hell of moving, you know what I'm saying? So we trying to explain to your people how this business go, man. I'll tell my mama sometimes, we just let this shit go, man, and do something else, man. The fight ain't worth it. If we had the support and the know-how, it'll be a little bit better. But I mean, we damn near fighting a monster, man. We fighting a monster.
Yeah. But David beat Goliath.
Yeah, I mean, the squad got to be silent, though. And the other way go back with us, the squad got to be silent, man. Until we cleanse ourselves.
Education.
That's why, that's why we had that conversation, like, you know what I'm saying, about the franchise, you know what I'm saying? We gotta to follow a blueprint, number two, and two, we gotta be willing to give a blueprint.
You gotta be willing to give a blueprint.
Problem is
If you don't get a blueprint, how somebody else gonna follow?
Because you go do you because a lot of people they think I tell people all the time, man, everybody, they listen to Damon Dash. Damon Dash told everybody to be a big. Everybody's not a boss. Everybody's not a boss, man.
Everybody's not a boss, but that when Damon Dash was talking to bosses.
But everybody took it as a boss. You see, you look at it, I talked to a franchisee at McDonald's. You don't know. McDonald's have a lot of black franchisees. Yeah. But right here on me and old boy, we real cool. So we give it a game. He said, man, business on for us right now. He say, man, everybody got a fucking $1 million. Or shit. He say, forever McDonald's just done. He say, shit, they sell certain items on the breakfast menu. I think it's from the pancakes,
sausages,
the egg meat, mother stuff. We was just rapping. He said, so what McDonald's is the franchise deal say, look, what can y'all as a franchisee do? Give us an idea. We done thought everything. We done gave you the secret sauce. We gave you Big Mac. Y'all come up with an idea. And yeah, we paid attention. Never in the history of Big Mac or McDonald's. McDonald's came up with that idea. Hey, create a burger. We'll let y'all create a burger. That was franchisee idea. Say, man, People sick of just coming, let me get a quarter pounder, let me get a fish fillet.
Yeah.
Give me something different.
That you
He said that's
want.
the hottest thing that McDonald's came with in the last 20 years. He say shit, McDonald's was hurting. Why you say shit? You think we just come off with the motherfucking dollar menu, the breakfast menu all day for a reason? He said that was the bulk of our money was breakfast time.
Yeah.
Is that so the
Honestly, the people.
And they took a big hit, you know what I'm saying, with the fast food period, they took a big hit because everybody waking up and saying how
and
unhealthy.
how unhealthy.
That ain't even me.
Yeah. So we gotta do a sit down, man, and understand it. We gotta apply it. Like where you at, Patrick? I said I looked at it, I say, all of that 2 world.
Yeah.
Then Yangs about it. Never let that go. But man, if we can just go, if the blacks would ever get their mind together, go buy 2 world. I really got 2 world. Boy, go right across the street over there on what's that white cap? What's this? That white cap.
Yeah.
By the way, see what you gotta do is do it on levels. See, white cap will be like some starter shit. Say, man, you teaching how to keep up some shit, keep up your lawn, and keep up with it. Say the next upgrade will be mission bitch you have, but you start off at a white cap. You don't stay up there. We ain't gonna let you stay over here. We just
Yeah.
You got 5 years. Man.
Yeah.
That's enough for you to go to school.
then we move you to 2 world. Then we move you to mission big. Pay attention to what everybody else do, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, I know.
It's never to this shit, man.
I'm gonna tell you how the Asian community works. Is they'll be like a family. When I say a family, it's past mama and daddy. It's grandma and grandpa and mama and daddy and aunt and uncle. They stay in this house.
All of them.
Every year they put money together, and every year somebody else gets the money.
Yeah.
But every year everybody keep putting money in it. And whatever, like let's say it's Chinese New Year or whatever, I don't know what it is. But every year at the same time, you'll get it. Next year
You'll get it.
And when you get it, of course you're gonna sit there and say, you know what, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this. But they're raised on business.
Yeah.
We're not raised on business.
We're raised on being consumers.
We're raised on being consumers. That's right. And that's why they can't have us being unified.
Yep.
Because once we stop being consumers and we start being business makers,
It
the
dies.
whole
It
American
goes
people,
down the drain.
it will die because
You gotta give you on that money.
we will not be the ones supporting you.
It goes down the drain. It goes completely down the drain. It goes completely down the drain.
Straight up. So, like I said, it's a process, and I think
We gotta start with
So
ourselves.
some of these bigger churches, I thought some of these bigger churches would have, and right now this should be like a slap in their face. That a smaller congregation coming and banging on a concept like this,
They
man.
don't care.
Yeah, I know they don't care, but shame on you, man.
but that's what, again, and I don't know if this is true, but from what I heard, the statistics, the youth is turning away from religion. Because
They are. They are.
Because they see. I mean,
Yeah,
with
they
all
see.
the knowledge and everything, like, it's especially you dealing with the Eddie Longs and all these mega churches. And our parents would just call up it, you know what I'm saying? I belong to this church and I'm my pastor.
And people still like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, those are two
like
things
that.
you don't speak about. Religion and politics.
Yeah. But the interesting thing about A-Leaf, man, is A-Leaf has more mega church. A-Leaf is 36 square miles. Inside of A-Leaf's 36 square miles, there are more mega churches in A-Leaf than any other community in the country. Mega churches inside of A-Leaf.
And that's
Yeah,
what,
all this-
that's
And
a
then-
church without walls.
And then you look at what A-Leaf's going talking about. You got Higher D, Church Without Walls. You got the Bridge. You got
They been in churches though.
they mega churches, man. You got there's like 3 African mega churches.
Yeah, there's one right there for,
There's
Beach
two
Nut
on
and
Beach
Sugar
Nut,
Land.
Dominion, and then the RCGG mega church.
That's the one on the corner of Sugar and Howell and,
That's Dominion. Sugar Nut Hound Beach Nut is Dominion. And when you drive further down, there's another one, African congregation. Then you got a large Hispanic mega church.
oh,
There.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's
But
what
you
that's
see that
seven-
But you know what, they realizing that the church is the hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because they see, all I gotta do is start a church. I'm gonna get this grant money, I'm gonna get this money, people will come in. They're gonna give, all I gotta do is say the Lord, 10%. People gonna feel obligated, they're gonna do it.
Mm.
All you have to do is be a speaker. If you're a speaker, you gonna get you a church, and before you know it, just
yeah.
hammer hot
You can't
water.
tell me
Yeah,
most
it's-
churches don't have one of them churches got the power to do what you're doing
Oh yeah.
by
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
Have
I'm
you
not.
reached out to them?
Yeah, but that's a different show. So we
Whole
don't.
nother
yeah,
show,
you
man.
know,
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you're not calling spade to spade.
You do, and I'm just gonna say it like this because I'm not, you know, I'm in the game of letting people come to the realization. Here's the realization. I just told you A-Leaf has more mega churches than any
So you know you can talk to someone.
and for us to see what we're seeing in A-Leaf, those two facts don't mix. The fact that we got all this going on in A-Leaf, and then the fact that A-Leaf has more mega churches in it than any community in the country, we shouldn't be seeing what we're seeing. So take those facts and come to your conclusions. But what I'm saying is, there needs to be accountability. We need to be accountable to what we are seeing.
So, Paris, I'm gonna say it for you.
I'm not.
You don't have to say it. You don't have to say that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
what I've taken, and this is my take, you can't tie this to him. This is my take. Is basically y'all bullshit.
Bullshit,
Y'all up here hustling these people money. Y'all spreading the good gospel, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's prospering, the church is prospering and all this and that. She ain't in the community. Because like you said, mega churches and what's going on in A-Leaf is not good. It don't match.
Then you gotta realize all these churches are part of an organization that they can do only certain things. But some of these mega,
They do the same thing he doing.
no,
Yeah.
are you part of that organization that you have to be part of to have a church?
We independent, man.
See?
Yeah.
Most of these churches have to be part of this, I forgot what.
Do you have a 501c or whatever?
I have one, but it's not. It's just one of the things. I mean, you don't have to have one to have a church.
Yeah, but I'm saying a lot of these churches, mega churches, they're part of this
Like association.
yeah, the association,
Yeah.
that there's certain things you're not gonna do.
Yeah.
Because you have to run your church a certain way.
Yeah. No, man. Look, the way my church is formulated, man. We on Jesus campaign, man. Jesus was for the last, least, and the lost. And you can ask one of my church members right here. If you're afraid to work, if you're afraid to get in the community, you're gonna get left behind. Because that's what we gonna do is we gonna get in the community, we gonna work, and we gonna touch homeless people that got boo-boo on them and dirt on them. You gonna give them water, you gonna feed them.
Same thing with that guy, that homeless guy that they found dead across me.
That was Elliot.
Oh,
That was
man.
Elliot. Yeah,
I was hoping
that.
that wasn't him, man.
I knew him by name. That was Elliot. He
He
slept.
just took sick and died over there.
They think someone murdered him, man. That dude slept at our church every day. Every time it rained, he would sleep at our church. I knew this guy by name. Yeah, we would get money in his little tent.
When they think somebody murdered me.
They think someone murdered him because Elliot was getting. I didn't notice, but Elliot was getting benefits. He don't have no bank, so he cash them in and he keep the money in his pocket or whatever. I didn't notice. But they think that somebody saw him or knew or found out he was getting his benefits and saw him cashing and followed him to his tent and took him out at his tent.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they think. Yeah.
Cold ass world,
Yeah,
man.
that was Elliot, man. It was sad to see him go, man. But my daughter knew. I mean, this is what I'm telling you. We work with my daughter, Parker. She's 12 years old. I mean, she giving the guy water, giving him food. You know, when it's cold, give him a blanket, all that kind of. And this is her doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I tell you, we
He used to stay on the corner, right?
Yeah, stand at the corner right there, and he had that cane. You know,
Black dude?
black dude. Yeah, beard.
I know.
Real nice guy, man. Never talked to us bad or harsh or anything like that.
Area 100, man.
Yeah,
And
never,
that's
man.
the thing about our church and my pastor, I will tell y'all, he beyond them 4 walls. You know what I'm saying? He was just on Bissonnette, what was that, like 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago,
At 2 o'clock in the morning, he had to preach Sunday morning, he out on Bissonnette, you know, talking to prostitutes and talking to dope dealers and people that was high and drunk, he out there ministering to them. He done, somebody that didn't even speak English, he done walked them down to a church that was actually open at 2 o'clock in the morning to speak Spanish so that they can learn the word. You know what I'm saying? So it goes beyond these 4 walls. That's
So what
why I
kind
rock
of
with
reaction you get at 2 o'clock in the morning in these streets?
Actually, pretty good, man. I mean, I actually had, and it wasn't just me. I mean, there was, in that occasion, man, there was actually 6 churches out there with us. So that was pretty good. But we were actually pretty good, man. The prostitutes turned us down more than the pimps did. The pimps was the ones mostly coming up to us for prayer.
They were scared.
Yeah.
Prostitutes sit there and talk to y'all in the morning.
Let me get the
I'll
prayer.
split your head.
You go get that
Let the
money.
Lord find me first.
Yeah, you go get that money.
Well,
Yo.
the worst thing was, we encountered a prostitute. She was 13, so we prayed for her and tried to get her out of the game. And it's just hard, man. She was 13 years old.
It's real out here, man. It's gonna take it one step at a time. That's all we can do.
Right there.
On that note,
It's real.
we gotta roll. Man, it's been real. Like I said, man, we will be in touch, keep us definitely in the
Yeah.
loop.
Oh, y'all probably won't buy
Oh, yeah.
$3 billion a month for me, man. It'll feel about a good 40 people.
Look, that's.
We gonna
As
leave
soon as
y'all
the district approve our dates, we'll let you know.
No, I'm dead on serious, man.
I'm be sure y'all man.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
I just want to put that on their belly, man. One good time for their mind, man.
Yeah, because I mean, we had a thing for 4 for 2. What was that? 4 for 2 night fans? We had a barbecue.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, we fed whoever came by.
Yeah, a lot of
Barbecue.
them came.
I bought water guns and bubbles, and
Yeah.
the kids just came. Some people just dropped their kids off.
I know, they did.
They play, yeah. They play dominoes, and now you know got a pool table at our church, big screen TV, so he don't miss the game after church.
Yeah.
If he go over, we just walk in there, he'll order pizza and stuff. You know, just foosball, all that. You know, at church. So, he want to know. Did you ask him?
Who?
Did you ask John who did this?
Oh yeah. Who did this
I
here?
don't know. his name.
Oh, shit, I'm probably
Yeah, we trying to put a mural up in the. We have like a youth room. I'm gonna turn it to a lounge game room thing. And there's a wall over there. I want to put a mural on that, like this. I want
Man, this shit was designed, man. This shit was, I'm telling y'all, man. You go back and talk to some people, the state of that's why my old man don't do business with a lot of people.
Mhm.
My old man be like, why you talking to that nigga? You don't want to do with him. This shit was designed, bro.
Yeah.
You ask yourself, who the
Yeah.
fuck in they right now would tell our what Astroworld? Who actually tear that down, man?
Because who was working at?
Yeah.
I'm gonna text something for them to do. They now for the force you into breaking the law. I don't want you to have fun.
You
I
know
want you to
how
break the
many
law.
kids had so much other? I worked there for a summer.
Yeah.
But then you got places like he took my son and the rest of the boys to
That's what
Taco,
you
Texas,
think about,
to
What
Locking.
you think about doing a lot?
They
like,
still
was
don't.
in Katy?
a lot
They
of
was
people
in
over there,
Katy.
They said-
Was that the one where they
like,
bust the whole wall?
Yeah, he was there.
He was
At
there.
the
But
Locking.
yeah, we got.
He had
we
my
gotta go.
children and his kids.
We gotta go.
I thought you was already out there.
Yeah, we not.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter was assaulted, man. She was
Yeah.
assaulted there. Yeah.
You got in jail?
On
I
You
that
should've
feel
been.
me?
on that note,
Yeah.
I would have been.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Hey.
that's the one that you can pull this pistol out on some
Yo,
people.
we got
Yeah.
peace.
Oh yeah.
When
Jalen
you
was
had,
there.
when you had my
Yeah, somebody
kids,
threw a firecracker at her son, man. I had to chase